different centers, starting with Manapati, ABS, and Bhuvneshwar. A very good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
How are you? Enjoying the day?
Yes.
So, have you done something on SWOT analysis yesterday? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
It's ready or yet to be done a little bit?
It's ready, sir.
Ready.
Okay. At least three groups from each institution. Do you want me to start with presentation or should we discuss first and then go for presentation? Whatever is the way you want. I can take up accordingly.
You can start with the presentation, sir.
So you want to, the owner should be on me first, then on you. Okay.
Yeah, somehow.
Uh, so let me start the important issue of what we are going to do with SWOT. The basic objective of any SWOT analysis is to uh, take initiatives for improvement based on what we are today and how we are going to do in the future. Accordingly, a strategic plan plays a very significant role in strategic planning process or strategic management process, and SWOT analysis is one of the major components of that strategic plan that I am going to discuss it today. What we really do with SWOT analysis and how it is used in strategic planning, that is the issue to be discussed today. I will be talking little bit about strategic planning today and how to make a strategic plan for improvement. That is the issue. मेरी पेन तो एकदम पुरानी हो गई है, मुझे
नहीं सर ओपन होगी है।
अच्छा होगी, मैंने देखा ही नहीं। कर दो स्ट्रेटजिक प्लान आज दी डेट पाई होगी नीचे चल आ रहे ऊपर ऊपर। In this presentation, I am going to talk something of what, why, how, and when of strategic planning. Also, I am going to tell you the procedure or the steps to be taken for making a strategic plan, wherein the SWOT analysis to be used. Ultimately, the outcome of this strategic plan is a vision and vision for the future, how to go about it and how, when it is to be done. So, starting with the strategic planning process, the first step, as I say, is what it is, why do we do it, when it should be done, who should do it. May I ask anybody who would like to comment on what does the person perceive by strategic planning in any case, because you know by now strategic management and planning is part of any management process. What do we perceive by strategic planning in any case? Can anybody comment? Anybody? Your contribution involvement is very important for me. What do anybody perceive by strategic planning?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, according to strategic planning, planning means what to do, when to do, how to do, and what time it has to be done.
Okay, that is planning. Why it is called strategic planning? What you were talking is general planning.
Yeah, strategic planning means you in advance plan how the unanticipated situations can be handled.
Unanticipated situation can be handled. You plan in advance.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to say this thing?
Yes. Sir,
Then
because
planning is always in advance, ma'am. Planning is always in advance. The difference I told you on the day one. Just think of it and what I told you on day one. That's a major difference between general planning and strategic planning. I told that something about a general. I gave you a statement and then I emphasized on few issues which are important or a significant difference between the general planning and the strategic planning.
क्या था अभी? नहीं वो तो strategic planning, immediate planning.
You're not very sure, huh?
General planning is just, matlab, these are the guidelines, but strategic planning means immediately you any situations comes to you and then proactive action, you can say.
If it has already come to you, then it cannot be proactive action.
Matlab,
It is only reaction then.
how to react to the competitors.
Okay. How to react to the competitors?
Matlab,
Again, reaction. It
no,
can't be planning then.
reaction. It could be.
Proactive, you said very rightly.
It's a response, you can say. It's a response to the competitive environment.
Okay, very fine.
And
Very fine. Now you are coming on the right track.
what are the different scenario in the external environment we have to
Okay, very fine.
that. And according to that, in advance we have to be prepare ourselves for future to sustain the growth and to sustain the development in the organization, so that we can survive. Only because change is permanent, and to fit in that scenario we have to be strategic in our actions.
Very fine. You are right, absolutely right. Absolutely right. No doubt about it. You are taking up the issue where it is required. Let me start with very simple words. I'm not going to say the exact strategic planning definition as said, but I'm going to start with the very simple words. I'm talking in general what it is. Strategic planning is future-oriented planning, as in general planning, wherein an organization specified what it wishes to become and how it proposes to get there. Mean what do you wish means mission, and a strategy adopted to reach fulfill that mission. That is strategic planning. In general, I am talking. I am not touching the issues what you have touched now. Those are the right issues what you have touched. Those are the important issues you have touched, and that those are the part of any strategic planning, and different from that the general planning. I am giving a general statement. It's a future-oriented planning process wherein an organization specifies what it wishes to become, it means its mission, and how it proposes to get there. When it proposes to get there is a strategy. Okay? I'm going to give you an example, just an example. Where are we now? Let's say in terms of percentage graduated, means your students, percentage employed, awards received, revenue generated, industry link. This is the status today. This is the status, present status. And where we want to be in future, we are going to define that future. We are going to, if it is a percentage graduated today is, let's say, 70%, we want in future after years of time or 2 years time, the percentage graduate should be around 90%, 95%, 100%. Similarly, percentage employed, let's say today is 70%. Again, we are going to go for fix some target for future with a time frame that it should be around 95% or 100%. Awards received, let's say today we have received 3 awards, 5 awards. Similarly, we are fixing every target for future based on what we are today. And how do we get there is a strategy. This is the link between where we are today and where we want to be in future. This link is made by a strategic plan. Okay? This link is bridged by a strategic plan. So strategy is a way of using the organizational. This is important now, what you were talking. Strategy is a way of using organizational internal resources to respond to its external environment in order to be successful. What I said on day one, what you said, this is defined in it. You are linking your internal resources, means internal scenario, to the external environment. That's the difference between the general planning and the strategic planning. In general planning, we are more or less internalized. In strategic planning, we are taking care of the external environment or external scenario consisting of your competitors, stakeholders, word of work, or everybody who is impacting your system. Means external environment in totality. Whosoever can impact your system. We are taking care of that. We are analyzing that system and we are trying to bridge the gap between internal environment and the external environment. That is the basically a strategic planning process, and this bridge is done by a strategy. Strategy is a technique, is a tactical thing you can say to move from, to use your internal resources to respond to the external environment for being successful. This is basically strategic planning. As I said, in strategic planning, we are banking on two things. Not only your internal environment, means not only your strengths and weaknesses, but also on your external environment. Equally important, because you have to bridge the gap between the two. You have to build a gap, bridge between the two. I'm first saying build bridge the gap, and then saying build a bridge between the two. You have to take care of both of the sides of the story. You cannot depend on one. Even if you may be doing excellent in your internal organization, but unless you know what is happening in the environment, you cannot be successful, especially in today's scenario. Take many examples. Many examples. Just see the case of Kodak. Kodak at one point of time was one of the most successful organizations in terms of photography. But it did not change with the time. And now it is almost a closed organization. See the case of Nokia. What happened with Nokia? Nokia, even Motorola to some extent. Nokia was at one point of time one of the biggest organizations in terms of mobile. Where does it stand today? Because it could not respond to the changes coming in the environment. Other competitors were doing much well. They were coming with not many innovations. Nokia or Motorola or Kodak were more or less planning whatever they were doing. They were thinking that they are doing the best. They are the best in the environment and in the scenario in which they are working. But they were not knowing exactly what is happening in the external, where the other organizations are going, what they are thinking, and how they are to respond to that environment. They didn't do it. They were doing general planning. They were trying to improve on their processes, doing everything in that direction. So if they were at X, they were trying to add delta X every time. But they were not knowing exactly what is happening in the environment, external environment. That's the reason they failed. And that is going to happen with everybody who is not concerned with the external environment in today's scenario. That is even equally important for the engineering institutions like us. If we are going to improve our systems only based on what we are having today, based on our strengths, without knowing what strategies, what new initiatives other institutions are taking, other organizations are taking, or what is the demand of the industry, world of work, global environment, we are not going to be successful, and we are bound to fail in spite of doing best in the internal system. That's the major difference. As I said, I am again stressing on two issues: internal environment and external environment are equally important in strategic planning. In general planning, first part was internal environment was very important. External environment was not given a focus, the focus it is required in today's scenario. So I have tried to make my point clear. I assume it is understandable. Changes, these are known to you. Privatization, especially the changes which are coming into the market, these are after LPG. Liberalization, privatization, globalization. तीनों ने जो ये वर्ड्स जब आए, इन्होंने आके एक किस्म की रेवोल्यूशनाइज कर दिया हमारे हर फील्ड को, चाहे वो इकोनॉमी हो, चाहे वो टेक्नोलॉजी हो, चाहे वो नॉलेज हो, चाहे वो मार्केट हो, चाहे वो बिजनेस हो. इन्होंने तीन वर्ड्स ने आके लिबरलाइज सब कुछ कर दिया. Now, as I say, world is a global village. कहीं से कुछ भी खरीद लो, कहीं से कुछ भी knowledge ले लो. No end to it. But if you are not responding like it, then it's a difficult scenario for anyone. That's the reason you have to focus on the external environment in addition to your internal environment. Because external environment can be, problems or issues of external environment can be overcome only based on your internal environment. So link between the two is required. External environment is giving you a scenario where what are the requirements, needs. But these needs or the requirements are to be fulfilled based on your strengths, weaknesses in the system. Those are to be overcome based on these. Problems are to be overcome based on your internal system. Why? As Madam said, she was at one point of saying reaction. I am saying then she said proactively. Definitely it is a proactive process. You perceive the trends based on the knowledge of the trends, based on your perception of the trends, you anticipate and bring the change. That is the basic agenda of any strategic planning. To proactively anticipate change based on what? External trends, external forces. Measure the impact on the internal system and respond effectively with new systems, revised products, offerings, processes, or services, whatever it may be. So, as I said, proactively anticipate change, measure its impact, respond based on your internal systems, and bring new products, services, systems, processes, or whatever you feel. These are important. This is required to continually adapt to reality. If we will not continue to adapt to reality, we will be doing very good today. What about future? If we are not knowing the reality of future and doesn't adapt according to that, we will not be able to be successful in future. I'm talking of adapt, not adopt. The major difference between adapt and adopt is just copying. Like in the past, we were taking technology from the many countries, developed countries, but when we were implementing the technology in the country, we were failing. We were adopting the technology, that's the reason we were failing. We were not adapting it. Had we adapted it, we would have been successful. The difference between adopt and adapt is trying to modify the things as per your strengths, weaknesses, requirements, constraints, restraints. If you are able to do it, you are going to be successful. So continually adapt to reality, not adopt to reality. That's the reason we need strategic planning. There are two models basically in planning process. One is top-down model, other is bottom-up model. But in strategic planning, we generally use bottom-up model. Top-down model means starting from the top of the hierarchy and going towards the down. And bottom-up is starting with the lowermost and going to the top. Here I am trying to show one thing. Note, it is important. Importance increases as power decreases. Power lies with the upper one. बट इंपॉर्टेंस किसकी है? वो नीचे वालों की है, जो एरो के बिल्कुल पास है. Whatever we are doing is for the students in the institutions, for employers, for the community, for the country in general, society in general, you may say. तो कर किसके लिए? इंपॉर्टेंस किसकी हुई? इनकी. इन्हीं के बेस पे हम सारी स्ट्रेटजीज बनाएंगे. पर बनाएगा कौन? टॉप. As I said, importance increases as power decreases. इंपॉर्टेंस नीचे वालों की है, पावर ऊपर वालों की है. पावर मीन्स एबिलिटी टू कॉज चेंज. In strategic planning, the model is bottom up. In general planning, the model is top down. But in strategic planning, we start with the importance and goes towards the change. That's the major change in the general planning and the bottom strategic planning. In in the general planning process, we think of a change and implement the change. Although that change may be for the stakeholders, but we start from the top. In the case of strategic planning, we start with the external environment and then implement it according to the requirements of it's a vice versa model. It's based on the first external environment and then internal environment. When it should be done, the third part of the process, strategic planning, it should be done continually. As I said, if you are not doing it continually, if you are not adapting continually, if you are not improving continually, although we may be successful today, but we may not be successful tomorrow. That's the reason it has to be done continually. We have to adapt and improve continuously. Continuously means every day, every hour, every month, every year. But there is one problem here. Earlier, what we were talking of strategic planning, the minimum planning period was around 2 to 3 years. We were making a plan for 2 to 3 years and implement it accordingly because it requires lot many thought process, big thought process, scans, analysis, and we were making a plan for 2 to 3 years. But what is happening today, if we are making a plan of 2 to 3 years or 5 years, in today's scenario, that plan may not be successful at all because of the changes in technology are so fast, changes in economy is so fast. If we are making a plan for 5 years, that plan may not be feasible for 5 years at all. So in today's scenario, earlier we were talking of strategic plan for a 3 to 5 years period. Now we are tracking in some of the fields, especially in digitized world, in fast change technology world, the strategic plan period is around 3 to 6 months. Earlier 3 to 5 years, we have brought it down to 3 to 6 months. Minimum plans you have to make. So as I said, when it should be done continually. Understand the trends continually to understand what is happening to come, what is bound to come in future, perceive the trends, what impact it is going to have on us, and accordingly make plan for implementation at an earliest date. If you are the earlier bird, you are going to succeed much better than anybody else. जो कहते हैं सबसे पहले काम करता है, वो आजकल के वर्ड में जो नया काम करता है, ओरिजिनल करता है, सबसे पहले करता है, the person is most successful because of the scenario of today. Any questions till now? You are most welcome. I have given you just a background of strategic planning. What is happening? What happens generally as in general planning? We make a plan, very good strategic plan. But when we implement it, in spite of having the scenario, external, internal, using internal environment to cope up with the issues of external environment, still we fail. Why we fail? The simple reason is, in this strategic planning process, everybody must be involved. Everybody should say that this is our plan. It's a shared plan. If they are saying it's not a shared plan, it is bound to fail. Because involvement of each and every stakeholder is a must in any strategic planning process. What I am trying to show it here, although we have aligned our plan as per the environment, but we are failing inside because this is not a shared plan. This is not a shared vision. This is one of the reasons we force. It's a forced plan. If we are forcing the change, change is not from inside out. Otherwise, vice versa, the change is from outside in. Even then, it is not going to be successful. It has to be from inside out, from the heart of the individuals who are implementing it. We have to make a scenario like it. Everybody is aligned in one direction, aligned in the direction of change. This is the basic background: what, why, when, and how of strategic planning. How I am going to solve just now, sorry, it is of what, why, and when, and who. Who, what, why, when. This is the basic strategic planning. Any questions till now? Anybody wants to ask anything till this point is most welcome. Or comment on anything. हाँ जी, कुछ कहना चाहेंगे?
Good morning, sir.
गुड मॉर्निंग.
It's Dr. Kuldeep from Manav Bharati University.
हाँ जी बोलिए.
Sir, actually, I would like to be clear on one point you said that the concept of LPG, the liberalization and globalization privatization came in 1990, and it revolutionized the economy of the countries. And
Okay.
I would like to answer that when LPG came after 1990, then the domestic industries and the domestic activities of developed countries got abolished a lot. And secondly, sir, it benefited only to the developing country, in fact. And I would like to clear how the strategic plan should be made so that it can be favored for the developed country, and the rural segment of the country should be included in this context also.
I could not understand what you are saying. It is for the developed land. The benefit is only to developing countries. What you are trying to say?
Yeah, of course, sir. Because the domestic industries has got a great setback on this after 1990.
You are talking of India, or you are talking of the world?
Yes, sir. Of course, in India as well as the developing country of the world.
Okay, you are talking of India.
Yes,
Okay,
in
fine.
general context, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let me tell you one thing. I am again and again stressing on the point that you have to see what is happening, trends of the world, trends of the environment. What we were doing, our domestic industries were doing very good in the past. They were doing because we had the license Raj, we had our systems internalized. Whatever we were producing, we were using it inside. There was no competition from outside. At that time, the world was not liberalized. That's the point. They could not perceive the trends. That's the reason they failed. But take some examples, a few examples. They were knowing the trends and accordingly perceived. One of the organizations, let me tell you, is Ranbaxy. It is one of the first multinational companies of the country. During the times of Bhai Mohan Singh, the founder of Ranbaxy, it was just a Lala type business, what we generally say. Lala type business, it is said. Means the owner is taking all the decisions. But his son, Dr. Parminder Singh, who was the real professional man, when he became the CMD of the company, he brought the best brains from the world, best from available in the country. He said one thing, by chance he died during next year, he had already, before his death, he had already made a plan that from next year, the chairman at that time, Dr. D.S. Brad, he is to take charge from me. He has already planned because Dr. B.S. Brad was a much more professional person than even Dr. Parminder Singh. That type of persons, because he perceived what is going to come in future. That the best professionals came into the company. It changed from a Lala type business to a professional company, and ultimately it became one of the first multinational companies of the country. So the companies who perceived the trends, who perceived the future, could be successful, were successful. But the persons who were based on the general Lala type business, which a Lala type business means handling one person is taking all the decisions without the professional involvement, failed because they were not knowing the trends. I have given you the examples of Nokia, even best companies, even Kodak, they were professionals, best in the, but they didn't perceive the environment. That's the reason they failed. Now the only thing required is even our domestic industries, if they want to perceive or they be successful, they have to compete with the world. No alternatives. If they are to compete with the world, they must know what is happening, what are the technological changes. In today's scenario, let me ask you one question more. When the computers came into the picture, people were saying these are against our manpower, we are going to fail, हमारी नौकरियां कम हो जाएंगी, सब problems आ जाएंगी. But उस time तो there was a resistance to change. But whosoever adopted that system made successful, was successful. So environment में changes को तो कोई रोक नहीं सकता. Nobody can stop, not me or anybody. The only thing is you have to perceive the environment and work accordingly. और कोई रास्ता ही नहीं है हमारे पास. अब देखिए एक एग्जांपल मैं लेता हूं. मैं मोबाइल टेक्नोलॉजी आई ऑलरेडी टॉक. आज ही एक आया हुआ रिलायंस ने क्या किया, एक एक्शन ले रहे हैं 4G में जाके दे अपने एक कुछ मिनिमाइज रेट्स पे आ रहे हैं. If the others don't compete, वो भी तो किसी बेस पे ही आ रहे होंगे ना. Don't you think that they are going to have a loss? They are not going to have a loss at all. But they are making a plan. जब उनकी आउटपुट इतनी बढ़ जाएगी, even at a lesser price, they are going to be in profit. If the others don't compete with it, they are going to fail. So it's a competitive market. In competitive market, if you have to survive, you have to see the environment and accordingly work. ये तो बिजनेस है, पहले दिन से मैंने कहा बिजनेस वर्ड है. तो उसके लिए अगर आपको सरवाइव करना है तो आपको व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इन द एक्सटर्नल वर्ल्ड यू मस्ट नो एंड अकॉर्डिंगली प्लान. अगर आप अच्छे भी हैं, अगर रिलायंस भी ऐसे बैठे रहेगी, रिलायंस may not be doing at the top in the business presently, but if the new strategy it has taken, it's just like a strategic plan they are going to adopt for future. If they are adopting it, they may be successful. Take the case of so many e-commerce business. आजकल इतने सारे आपकी ऑनलाइन शॉपिंग होती है. जब ये स्टार्ट हुई तो how many people were there? There were many regulations. But now the persons who have taken it, who have taken the challenge, adopted it, now they are very successful. ये तो रास्ता है इस बिजनेस में. तो कॉम्पिटिटिव वर्ल्ड में सक्सेसफुल होने के लिए रेस में तो पार्टिसिपेट करना पड़ेगा. अगर आप कहेंगे डोमेस्टिक हूं कि मेरे को सारे लाइसेंस वो कर दीजिए, मतलब बाहर को किसी का अलाउ ना करिए, जो मैं बना रहा हूं ठीक हूं, क्वालिटी दूं ना दूं, टेक द एग्जांपल ऑफ फिएट एंड एम्बेसडर. अब मैं दो एग्जांपल लेता हूं. Fiat and Ambassador, I think around 30 years back or 40 years back, till the time Maruti came, what they were doing, Fiat was selling like a hot cake. Ambassador was being sold like very good. What happened? उन्होंने 50 साल में कोई इंजन नहीं बदला, कोई तब्दीली नहीं की, कोई इंप्रूवमेंट नहीं किए. What happened after Maruti? धीरे धीरे क्या हुआ? इतनी कंपनीज आ गई. आज टुडे इन द मार्केट एवरीबॉडी इज एंजॉयिंग द मार्केट. कुछ नया करोगे, कुछ नया सर्वाइव देखोगे, परसीव करोगे, उसमें चेंज लाओगे, तभी आप आगे बढ़ोगे ना. अगर नहीं करोगे तो यू आर आउट ऑफ मार्केट. उसका कोई इलाज नहीं है. Sustainability is based on what is happening in the environment. You have to see the environment. It doesn't only include domestic market.
Yes, sir.
Domestic जब globalized world हो गया तो domestic market रही ही नहीं. It's not a domestic world. It's a globalized world. Everybody has to compete. जो क्वालिटी पे काम करेगा, जो परसीव करके आगे बढ़ेगा, चाहे वो एक्स हो चाहे डोमेस्टिक है, उसे फ्यूचर को तो लेके चलना पड़ेगा. बिकॉज चेंजेस आर वेरी फास्ट. यू कैन नॉट स्टॉप द चेंजेस. I don't know whether I am able to satisfy you or not, but this is the requirement of the day.
Yes, sir. On some extent, I have satisfied, but how can our domestic industries compete such large companies, MNCs from the world? It's depend upon the environment you have told already. But
नहीं नहीं, एक बताइए मेरे को, एक मैं बताइए मेरे को. मैं छोटे छोटे ऐप कंपनीज की बात करता हूँ. आजकल मोबाइल वाले आपके सबके जेबों में मोबाइल हैं. छोटे छोटे ऑनलाइन कंपनीज आई. उन्होंने तो एक आदमी ने घर से शुरू की यार, छोटा सा एक इनिशिएटिव लेके दे स्टार्टेड बिजनेस. मैं कल ही चंडीगढ़ की बात कर रहा था. एक छोटा सा देख रहा था, एक छोटा सा उसने देखा यार कि घरों में यहाँ पे आईटी सेक्टर के लोग बहुत सारे रहते हैं, बेचारे 9, 10, 11 बजे घर को आते हैं. उनके लिए ना सब्जी के लिए टाइम, ना किसी के लिए टाइम. उन्होंने एक छोटी सी ऐप बनाई जिसके ऊपर वो मैसेज देते हैं, वो हर चीज घर पहुंचा देता है. दिस इज एन इनिशिएटिव यू हैव टू टेक विद द एनवायरनमेंट. चेंजेस उसने परसीव किए एंड नाउ ही इज वेरी सक्सेसफुल. चेंजेस तो आएंगी यार. अब तुम कहोगे जी जो पास्ट में था उसी के ऊपर चलता रहे, इंटरनल प्लानिंग के ऊपर चलता रहूंगा, देन यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू बी सक्सेसफुल. उसका कोई अल्टरनेटिव नहीं है, किसी के पास सोल्यूशन नहीं है. आपको एनवायरनमेंट की चेंजेस को तो परसीव करना पड़ेगा. अकॉर्डिंगली यू हैव टू चेंज एंड देन इंप्लीमेंट द चेंज एंड गो विद द मार्केट. और कोई रास्ता नहीं है.
okay,
इसमें बताऊं मैं, लेट मी टेल यू, इवन इन स्मॉलर कंपनीज जिन्होंने कुछ नहीं किया वो तो फेल होगी डोमेस्टिक मार्केट में. जिन्होंने कुछ भी करना शुरू कर दिया, चैलेंज को एक्सेप्ट किया, दे आर सक्सेसफुल. सारी तो आउट नहीं ना हुई, कुछ ही आउट हो रही है ना डोमेस्टिक मार्केट में. जिन्होंने कुछ नहीं किया वो आउट हुई. जिन्होंने टेक्नोलॉजी के हिसाब से टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं बदली वो आउट हुई. जिन्होंने इकोनॉमी के चेंज के हिसाब से थर्स्ट एरिया नहीं बदले वो आउट हुई. चाहे वो नोकिया वर्ल्ड ओवर है, दिस इज अ फिनोमिना. तो चेंज तो आएगी यार. आप भी तो यही करते हैं, रोज नए कपड़े डालते हैं. अगर आप कहें कि मैं एक ही तरह के रोज कपड़े, वुड यू लाइक इट? Because scenario is like it. That's okay. Anything? Anybody else who would like to comment? Anybody?
My name is Anil and speaking from Manav Bharati University.
Anji, Anji.
My question is, you spoke about strategic planning, and
Okay.
when it is implemented from the top level, right?
I said bottom-up approach is successful, more successful.
More
Two approaches are there, but bottom-up approach is more successful in strategic planning.
Okay, right. So
You have to work with the importance. That's the reason I said you have to start with the importance, with the who's having impact on the system. Based on the importance, then power is to be used for implementation.
right. So my question was, well, on top level, tolerate classes there, right?
Top level, what do you want? Sorry, I couldn't listen.
Top level from strategic management. I mean, top implementing authorities are there. They are implementing.
Definitely, yes.
They are implementing action plan, right?
That's true.
Don't you see that bourgeois, which is manufacturing labor class, is manufacturing the product for the company? So don't you think their opinion needs to be taken for the strategic management or strategic planning?
I never said that. I never said that. You could not understand what I just let me show you the model backwards. I am talking of an educational institution. Just let me show. I am saying that internal implementing authorities are maybe DT, principal, director, professors, HOD, teacher, staff. These are the implementing authorities in the system who are to bring the change. But who on what basis they are bringing the change? That basis is employers and community environment, whatever the requirements of students. Based on that, they are trying to implement the changes. But in other model, and this is top down, without taking into consideration the involvement of the students, employers, community. If you are bringing in the change, it cannot be successful because you are not very sure whether it is a requirement of the day or not. In the bottom up approach, what I am trying to show is, I am saying need is generated from the lower one. You must know the need first. Based on the need, you are trying to bring in the changes. I am telling you, identify the need, you identify the trends. Based on knowing the trends, based on the first external focus, bring the changes accordingly. This is the point I am trying to say. I am not saying आप ग्रासरूट लेवल के वर्कर की बात नहीं कर रहा मैं क्या कह रहा हूं बॉटम अप इंपॉर्टेंस आई एम टॉकिंग जिनके साथ इंपॉर्टेंस है जिनको चेंजेस के बारे में पता है जिनको चेंजेस क्या चाहिए वो पता है आई एम टॉकिंग ऑफ डेट पावर तो वही है ऊपर से ही आएंगे चेंजेस इंप्लीमेंट तो ऊपर से ही होनी है नो डाउट अबाउट इट बट दूसरी बात जो आपने आप कही मैंने कहा कि आप वो जब आपने इन्वॉल्वमेंट एट द लोएस्ट लेवल डेफिनेटली यस आपने चेंजेस को ऊपर से लाना शुरू किया वीएन बनाया सब कुछ बनाया पर अनलेस यू इन्वॉल्व एवरीबॉडी इन द इंप्लीमेंटेशन ऑफ दैट वीएन कैन नॉट बी सक्सेसफुल दैट आई शोड इन दिस स्लाइड if you are implementing the VN without involvement of everybody from lowermost to till top, you are going to fail in spite of your identification of best trends, identification of your making your strategic plan, but you are going to fail. I said this thing. Then I showed you, have the right plan, first know the trends, have the right plan, implement it with everybody involved into it. Bring the change inside out rather than outside in. Don't force the change. That's the thing I said. Okay? मैंने इस डायरेक्शन में बात किया. Anybody else who would like to comment? Otherwise, I'm going. Now I'm moving ahead. हाँ जी कोई कहना चाह रहा आवाज आ रही है? Anybody? No? Then I'm moving ahead. I'm going to talk something about how of strategic plan. Basically, in strategic planning process, there are 8 steps. 8 steps. The steps I'm showing in this chart, flow chart. The first step is initiate strategic planning process. Second is clarify mandate and mission, including core values. Then internal and external assessment in terms of SWOT analysis. Fourth, after the SWOT analysis, we identify the thirst areas where change is needed, and then prioritize the areas and implement it. Implementation is in the form of formulation of goals, identification of issues, and 6th step is formulate projects, then work plan and action plan. These are the 7 steps of strategic planning process. But if it is moved in a circular fashion, 8th step becomes the formulation of VN mission. Again, new VN and mission. And this process continues forever. These are 7 steps. The first step, as I said, initiate strategic planning process, means commitment of change. You know you want to bring change. For that purpose, you make a group to train the group, empower the group to understand the trends, what trends are taking changes, are coming trends are taking in the market. Expectations of the market, needs of the market, requirements of the market. You are trying to analyze all these things and want to bring change. For that purpose, you make a group and those persons are empowered in terms of training, resources, whatever is the need of the hour. This group in the institution can be principal or designate, secretary, professor, champion, HODs, one person having good writing skills, facilitation skills, who can be a good coordinator, who can make the things happen. All the people are simultaneously required in the group to move ahead. This is just information. What is mandate? This is important. Then what is mission? This is important. Then what is vision? This is very important. Anybody who would like to say the difference between mandate and mission? Anybody from other centers? Anybody who can clarify the difference between mandate and mission? Before I explain you the facts and figures. Mandate क्या होता है? Mission क्या होता है? VN क्या होता है? Anybody would like to comment? कोई भी? Mandate किसे कहते हैं? Mission किसे कहते हैं? VN किसे कहते हैं? Anybody would like to comment? Yes, no बता दीजिए अगर करना चाहें। जी बोलिए। Mandate क्या होता है मैडम?
By the law or legislations, why you are existing, and
Okay.
mission is the purpose of the organizations, why you are in the business, or
Okay.
why you are doing this, and vision is the future expectation or future perspective of the organizations ki where you want to be after 5-10 years. Means it's long term.
So what is the difference between the two mandate and mission then? Purpose is in both of the things.
Mandate means it is mandatory, it is in by law, you have to be do it. And suppose take the example like in university, we have to provide the education, a qualitative education to the students.
Okay.
That
Then what
the
is mission?
mission is the purpose that why you are in the business. You for example, you want to serve for the society, you want to uplift the backward society of the community.
Doesn't the mission consist of the purpose of your existence?
Yes, sir.
You said mandate is means purpose for which your organization is made. Am I right? आपने कहा कि education देना जैसे यूनिवर्सिटी का एक purpose है. That is mandate of the university. You said I assume this thing. Then mission is what?
Mission is again the purpose of the existence of the organization.
The purpose of दोनों में हो गया ना मैडम. एजुकेशन देना यूनिवर्सिटी का पर्पस है, मिशन भी वही है आपके हिसाब से तो.
Hello,
हाँ जी बोलिए.
may I intervene, sir?
हाँ जी बोलिए.
We are from Siviraman College of Engineering, Bhubaneswar.
Okay.
As I perceive, by mission we mean the objective, the very purpose why the organization is formed or something is implemented. But
Okay.
mandate is something actually is a prescription by some constitution and all
Let me take an example, simple example. You are in an engineering college. You are in engineering college.
Yeah.
What is your mandate? What is your
Mandate
mandate?
is actually, mandate is what I feel is the guidelines and the end products our students and their performance, etc. And the guidelines of the regulatory bodies, curriculum of the university, etc., etc. What I feel.
Okay,
But
okay,
as
fine.
far as the mission is concerned, actually, what we intend to get, what is our goal actually? That is
Okay.
what I feel the mission is.
Okay.
Hmm.
Let me tell you, let's say you are a teacher. Your mandate is to teach. Then
Yeah.
what is your mission?
Mission is that the students excel in whatever I teach. Means they should get enhanced knowledge and their consciousness grow, communication grow, at least with respect to the subjects that I teach. That is what I feel.
Okay, मतलब
That is a mission. And
Can you-
moreover, he should apply it. As and when he gets an opportunity or scope, he should apply it for some sort of betterment or some changes in the society, positive changes in the society.
okay. So it means it is very clear. As a teacher, you are supposed to teach. You have to go to the class and teach. That is your mandate. Am I right?
Yeah.
But if you have to go in for a quality teaching, if you have to go in for quality teaching for their excellence, they should be learning more. It is part of the mission. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So the major
Yeah,
difference is the between the two is what you are supposed permitted to do or forced to do. You have to do is mandate. You wish to do is mission. Is it clear?
yeah, yeah. At least to an aggressive extent. Yeah, what I can
The
say.
mission basically is it is within and beyond mandate. Mission is within and beyond mandate. If you are doing the exercise,
Yeah, but without mandate,
it
you
is
cannot
only
accomplish the
mandate
mission.
within the mission. But if you wish to enhance the quality of the student, nobody is forcing you to give a quality education. You are doing to do it from the heart. That is mission.
Yeah,
So mission can be within and beyond mandate, but mandate, as you said, is a boundary in which you are to work. So
yeah.
as I
But without giving due consideration to mandate, again, you cannot accomplish mission just like that.
so
Mandate
you
is
can
also,
otherwise say one is you have to do it, second
yeah,
is you wish to do it.
yeah.
Fine, fine. This is the thing. Very rightly. As I said, a description of what an organization must do and is permitted to do by the legislative higher authority is mandate. And mission is what the organization wishes to do, become, and within. This can be within and beyond mandate. So mission can go beyond mandate also. Mission can be within mandate also. If you are going beyond mandate, you wish to do something, nobody is stopping you. That from the heart, you are trying to improve the quality. You are trying to improve the learning style. You are trying to improve the competency of the students. Then it is a mission. And VN definitely is a statement of future where the organization wishes to reach after a few years' time. Elements of mission are basically organizational purpose. Purpose is basically mandate. Purpose is mainly mandate. Organizational purpose. Why it exists? Its external focus. Then mission elements are stakeholders. You have to take into consideration the stakeholders. Stakeholders are all those who can have any impact on the system. Maybe industry, world of work, students, society, media, teachers, parents, staff, everybody or anybody who can have any impact on the system is a stakeholder. You have to take their opinion. It also is a part of mission. Goals, what the organization aspires to become, and core values. What is desirable, what is not desirable, those are your core values. Mission consists of these four elements. Purpose in terms of mandate, involvement of stakeholders in terms of their responses, in terms of their feedback, in terms of their requirements, in terms of their need, goals, what it wants to become after some time, and core values, beliefs on which you work. I am a core value can be I am a transparent person. My organization is a totally transparent. It believes in teamwork. It believes in quality. These are our core values on which we work, which are making you distinctive from others. Those are core values. चार elements होते हैं मिशन के mainly, as I said, starting with mandate, then involvement of stakeholders. You are going beyond mandate now. You are trying to cope up with the requirements of the stakeholders based on the needs of the stakeholders, trying to satisfy them. Make the goals accordingly and work based on your core values. The mission and mandate difference is mandate is given by authorities who establish the organization, specified from outside. This is from outside. Focus is what an organization must do here. Mandate is must do. Mission is dwelt by the people who work in the organization, means focus is internalized. This is as per the wishes of the persons working in the organization. It can be within and beyond mandate. This is the major difference between the two. Okay? Third step we have already discussed is SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis is knowing your strengths and weaknesses, knowing your external environment. SWOT. S means strengths, W means weaknesses, O means opportunities, T means threats. As I have already explained to you, this SW is based on 4 P's. We are 4 P's are people, properties, processes, products. People, properties, processes, products. What makes you special? What are your resources, inputs, outputs, which we handle very well? What are our strengths? Internal strengths in terms of quality of teachers, quality of staff, quality of equipment, quantity first. Then weak spots, whatever is not your strength in terms of weak spot. Then external scan in terms of STEEP, social, technological, economic, environmental, political, whatever the changes are coming in the market and having any impact on us in terms of positives or negatives are the opportunities and threats. I am stopping my presentation presently at step 3 because we are to. I am going to give. I think already the time is for tea. You can have a breakout till 11:30. Then I am going to start with your SWOT and finally come on the presentation to close the session. We can have a break of 15 minutes. We are going to meet exactly around 11:30 in the same room in your places. Catch have a cup of tea and be ready with your SWOT. We are going to discuss it. And after that, I am going to take up next steps of strategic planning. Okay? All agree with me? All agree with me? So let's have a cup of tea, enjoy it, and then come after. It is 11:12. We are going to come around after 18 minutes. We are going to be in 11:30. Meet 11:30. Hi. So, friends, welcome back. Let's start the session. And I am expecting some presentations from you, each institution, at least three presentations. Let's start with any institution who wants to volunteer. ABES. Let's start with ABES first today, and let them have their presentations. Let the leaders of the group come near the mic and explain what they have done. Let's start with ABES first.
Yeah, hello, good morning, all of you.
Good morning.
I am Jaya from ABES Engineering College, and I want to present the sort of basically applied sciences and humanities department that is taking care of whole of the BTech first year.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not presenting the college SWOT. I'm presenting because we have worked in a different way over
Okay.
last 2 years, and that is why our director also insisted that we should go for this because maybe from this analysis we will get more ideas like more, all the team members from other colleges also and your experience also we can add certain values to our way of working. So I'd
Okay,
like to
fine.
start with the
Madam, why
yeah.
don't
So
you sit down?
okay. I think standing and speaking is a better way,
Madam,
isn't it?
have you made it in PPT form?
No, I did in PPT form.
Okay,
Uh,
then present. Present.
okay, so I'll start with the strengths. Like last, basically 2 years back, there was a change in the leadership of the department, and at that time, our the basic criteria because we are affiliated with a university, the basic criteria that is being seen in first year or applied sciences and humanities is the results. So we were at a position of say 79-80% of clear pass students, which according to I think in today's scenario according to NCR and best of the students and best of the colleges around was not a very good or not a very appropriate measure. So with that change in the leadership, uh, a few key points that I would like to discuss here are first is the democratic working culture and decision making. This is very, I mean, this has changed the whole idea. It made a phenomenal change in the department, and after seeing all these presentations for the last 5 days, I can feel that yes, we have been little bit around somewhere around or maybe more in strategic management or strategic leadership kind of a thing. So we have a regular Thursday meeting. We call it the Thursday meeting. It is generally held on Thursdays in the last two periods when the all the classes are off, and we have a very open forum for all the 67-70 faculty members who are catering to first year, and it is a lot of discussion, I mean from the most serious issues on policy making to the very basic issue of attendance of a student in a particular class or behavior in a particular class. So I mean that experience of one teacher is helpful to others also. So that way right from very basic problems to higher level you can say decision making, we all participate a lot. So that is one strength that I feel it is a very major strength and a revolutionary thing I would say in first year team that we have been able to achieve. And in these 2 years I think yesterday was the 96th departmental meeting, which we term as the Thursday meeting. So it is one very wonderful step. I feel maybe you can also add or tell us some improvement scope here. The second is that we have like in first year these the students study these common subjects. The subjects are in a bunch of six subjects each, now five subjects each. So each subject we have designated a person as a subject head. Earlier it was one head of the department and then all the faculty members, and head of the department has to take care of all the subjects, all the teachers and all the students having problems in these subjects. Now we have this further one level delegation in which we have like if we have 10 subjects, we have 10 subject heads, one head of the department, 10 subject heads. these subject heads are primarily responsible for overall the subject scenario. I mean, the results, the understanding, the team meetings within the subject groups, understanding the uh, strengths and weaknesses of each team member, and then they also have a collective subject head meeting. So this kind of delegation has worked for us. We have seen improvement in pass percentage. The improvement is tremendous, but in average marks we are still, we have to improve a lot, and that is where we see that we have a lot of scope. Third is, again, a point similar to this. There is a lot of delegation in the department, right from class coordinators to the discipline people to the subject heads, because the students, they are very new to this environment. And being in North India, NCR, we get colleges, we get students from also like more, you can say, East UP and regions, and also from Delhi side. So there is a very heterogeneous, there is a very mixed kind of a population that we have to cater to. Then one more thing that where this delegation of powers, this works a lot is, there are different needs to different groups. Like in a group, I cannot say ki I will keep this East UP students in one section and Delhi students in one section, because it is generally branch based. So in that case, what happens, all these like all these people, they take their roles very properly, very religiously, and help students, mentor and train them a lot. I mean, like the first semester is a whole lot of training for the students, first coming from an annual system to a semester system. Plus we are also a private institute affiliated to a university where results matter. So it is a lot of training and mentoring for the students. Plus there are Hindi English language barrier, plus their adjustment issues. There's so many things that have to be taken care of. So this is, I will say, here the strength is a very rich mix of faculty, and we try to give responsibilities to people according to their interest, according to their choice. Sometimes we also decide in smaller teams, we decide the team leaders, and then we allow them to make the choices. And at the end, obviously we are there for screening. We have to see the proportion and the balance and everything. So that is how there is a lot of action in the department, apart from also which is teaching, which has given us in the current semester. In the last semester, our results are as good as 97.42%, which means we are at the top in the university ranking according to first year results. So there is an immense work going on in the department. One more thing, very I hope other colleges must also be following, but something that we are doing, we have a list of, I think, around 50 to 60 SOPs. We have some certain standard operating procedures which we have developed in the last 2 years, and they are all listed, they are all documented. I mean, if you have to take a leave, if there is an extra class, what is to be done, normal classes schedule, what is to be done, if there is some lab has shortage of time, what is to be done. So all these things are very well documented by these teams only, and it has come up as a very nice document or a manual for us. Anybody new who is inducted in the team can easily go through that list of or guide of standard operating procedures, and it has been a tremendous help and pathway to all the day-to-day activities. Apart from this, the basic and the most important thing is very focused intensive classroom teaching, along with a connect with the students. When we talk of class coordinators, they are also the teachers in the class, and apart from just teaching in the classes, they are also the class coordinators. They are totally in touch with the parents, with the students. Any leave that the students want, even for a day, they have to take confidence in their class coordinators. They have to understand that this is a very genuine case, and that is why our attendance levels are also very high in the classes. So I feel these are a few important key factors which I'll count on as the strengths of the department. As far as weaknesses are concerned, the first and the most important thing that now we all feel, and we are trying to find a way out to the situation, is that because the faculty is so engrossed in these day-to-day upliftment, upgradation, training, intense mentoring of the students, that the research area of faculty members, that is a bit, out of focus. We are not very focused on that. That is one thing that when we, sit in our meetings, we sometimes we feel ki this is one thing in which we are lacking, and people who are PhD or who are pursuing are not able to, find that relaxed time to think over and, restart their work. So this is one major uh, area that we have to work upon, that we take, I mean, we understand that this is our weakness. And also on the same lines, one more weakness which I feel is that our students are also not able to participate much in co-curricular and extracurricular activities in the first semester, especially in the first semester especially. So that is where we think we are a bit detached from the real world. I mean, the way the students have to progress in the higher years. So first semester is really, I mean, cut off from the you can say society, and we are all into teaching and training the students. So these are the weaknesses. Now should I go on to the opportunities and threats? uh, yes, Professor Watts, should I? Okay,
Please,
yeah,
please.
thank you. Yeah, because I think I'm taking a lot of time and others
Not at
also
all,
want to
not at
speak.
all. I'm getting
Okay,
interested in what you're saying.
okay. So the opportunities that we feel that our college, I'm not talking about infrastructure, and I haven't talked about in strengths or opportunities or what all can we grow. We are placed in a very good location. I mean, in NCR, with best of the colleges around. I mean, other colleges as AKG and KITE, they are also very good, at very standard operations. They are working very good colleges around, and with this good results, I see that more good chunk of students is interested in taking admission in ABACC. This is one opportunity which we see, and this is because of the other opportunity, because we keep striving for to be at number one position or to be at the top in a holistic sense, which is not achieved as of now, but still we try to be at number one. So this is one thing that seeks the attraction of the students, and they are interested in joining ABS. And this is also the feedback of the students. The students in second year, they keep and they come asking for inquiries about their juniors. One more opportunity that we see, because we have a very heterogeneous class of students, we also have to develop uh, professional ethics in the students and bring them at par. I mean, some of them are very sophisticated, some of them are very bright, some are not as open to speaking and everything. So that is where one we see it as an opportunity. We don't see it as a threat or a challenge. We see it as an opportunity to groom the students in their professional, and you can say professional ethics and ethics also, and bring them at par. So this is what we see as an opportunity. Regarding threats, as I have understood, we all know, but still very detailed analysis was given of SWOT by you and other colleagues about that. It is external factors. So one major factor is the delayed admission process of the university. We keep getting students in phases, like from July mid till September, we are getting students in phases. Even 2 or 3, 5 students have joined day before yesterday. So that thing brings a bit of less confidence in the students who join late, because much part of the curriculum is being done. So this is one thing which, if the university affairs, if they can take care of this. And also I think because of delayed admission process, maybe a better lot of North India, they go down south to take admissions and fix those seats there. So I mean, that is one thread that we see. Second, very generic and I think very universal or global kind of a thing, that there is a lack of interest of students now towards engineering education. The number of admissions are declining, and that is probably because, and that is why we have to take admissions till September or so. This is a very general or a very global problem, I'll say, and something as we all see from different trainings and as head of the departments or as a senior member, we have to we have to circumvent the curriculum thing, but still it is difficult to manage within the given time frame. So the time constraint thing is also there, and there is I think a societal or a student perception that they अभी भी ऐसा है कि they mainly see this engineering education just for that I get a job at the end. I mean that entrepreneurship and all those kinds of things, these have to be really developed at the college level. And I hope as a as a bigger team in this India forum, we all have been doing so much in IEEER and IUCE. Many efforts are in process, and we think that in the coming future, near future, these changes can be incorporated in the curriculum. So that is one thing that is essentially required. That is the need of the hour. That is all from my side.
I must say you have done an excellent work. Your team, I may say. How many members were there in your team when you were doing this exercise? How many members were there in the team? I must say you have done an excellent job. Hello?
Yes, sir.
How many members are there in your team? I must say, congratulate you people. You have done an excellent job. I must say this thing. How many people were there in your team?
Of first year, we have 67 faculty members.
Nani, while doing this exercise, I am talking.
For this
I could not hear you. Please.
members.
Okay, very good. I must congratulate you for the exercise you have done. I must say this thing. It's when you were talking of your strengths, actually you were working on your thirst areas of weakness. You were trying to cope up those. You were started with it, okay, past percent, and then you tried to give me the strategies how you are doing it. It's an excellent exercise you have done. But as I understand from what you have conveyed till now, a few things about your strengths I could understand is your effective leadership, which is more or less participative, then teamwork and coordination, and I may also say there is decentralization of power, and you have made some standard operating procedure. These are few things, and high attendance in your classes. These are a few excellent, I may say, strengths you have tried to indicate. Good. And weaknesses, research in research area, and then less participation of the students in extracurricular. There are few weaknesses. Good. I must say you have done an excellent job. Anybody of your organization who would like to comment on what you have presented? Of the other groups, I may say, if they want to say anything on the issue, very fine, because they know much better than me what is happening in your organization. It's for the betterment of an organization what we are talking. If anybody would like to comment on what you have said, is most welcome. From your organization only. If it is not so, then we are moving to the second group. And congratulating you again on the issue and your team.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. So in the meanwhile, while the people are coming to, I mean, from other colleges or from ABS only, I would like to seek your advice or the advice of other colleges present here as to how we can improve.
Let me interrupt here. Reason for my interrupting, my saying that let your people first comment, because they know your system much better than anybody else, even myself. Let them comment first, then we will talk of the what improvements can be thought over, what improvement strategies can be done. Others will be allowed to talk on this issue at when your people have already commented on what you have presented. If anybody wants to comment first, let them give a chance. If nobody wants to comment, then fine. Then let me have the whole view of your organization, and then I will comment on anything.
Okay,
When
sure.
others are also going to.
Yeah, two other team leaders are also doing the presentation.
So nobody wants to say something on your presentation?
No, sir.
So thank you very much. I will interact with you as a holistic institution, whole institution. Okay.
Okay. Thank you
Let
so
others
much.
also present. Let other two groups first. Your go. Thank you, madam. Again, good work done. Excellent work done. Congratulations to you and your team. Group two. ABES group two.
Yes, sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm Dr. Hemant Ahuja. I'm from Electrical Department, Professor in Head.
Okay.
I've noted few points from at the institutional level and few from my departments I've taken, and I've mixed these two.
Okay, fine.
So I'll first give you the strengths about the institute,
Okay.
Probably Madam has not covered these things. Actually, in our institute, we are following four pillars. We have four pillars in our institute, which is the actual strength of the institute. In these four pillars, one is teaching and one is academics, and we have a separate center for teaching and learning. We are calling it Center of Excellence for Teaching and Learning. And through this center, we are promoting whatever is needed in teaching and learning, like Bloom's taxonomy. We were latest we had the discussion on this Bloom's taxonomy, and we try to follow that. Recently, we have organized international workshop that was IUC, that was in collaboration with IUCEE. Professor Neeraj Buch came from US and he delivered 3 days. So this is one area of where we are excellent. And then second is we have separate center for building skills. So we are calling it Center for Building Skills and Employability. Here we are taking care of all the training needs of the students. We are running 6 engineering branches, and depending upon the present need of industry, we have almost 10 center of excellence labs, some dedicated to CS, some to electronics, some to electrical. So as an example, in electrical, we have the training lab on PLC and SCADA. So we have another lab on pneumatics. Mechanical students are also coming for that lab. So we are providing them the you can say a simulated environment where the student can learn what exactly is going in industry. We have another center, that is Center for Applied Research and Entrepreneurship. Here we are taking care of the project related work of the student. We are motivating students, we are encouraging students to come and develop the products which are ready to use in industry. So we have a separate center for that. We have a big team for all these centers. We have a big team. And fourth center is we have a different center for placements and for the training of these students. We are calling it CCPD, Center for Career Planning and Development. Here we are taking we are considering all the needs related to soft skill development of these students. So we have various trainers, and then we are also taking care of the placements. We are very strong in placements for the branches like CS, IT, and for core branches, I'll cover it in maybe later on in other area. Now our strength lies there also. So these are the four centers at the institutional level that we consider as our strength. Our second strength at the institutional level as well as at the departmental level is our infrastructure. We have a very sound infrastructure in terms of classrooms. If you consider, go to any classroom, it is a fully equipped classroom. You will find LCD projector, everything you'll find in classroom. All are very very well air conditioned rooms. And then laboratory infrastructure, curriculum labs. We have very well developed curriculum labs, and we have adequate manpower. This is another strength. We have adequate manpower for laboratory, as well as if I look at the faculty side. The faculty side also, we are maintaining roughly around 15 is to 1 ratio, and all our faculty members are very qualified, and they are very well experienced. On an average, I think more than 10 years experience should come. Exactly, I have not gone through experience of every, you can say through the details of every faculty, but on a roughly idea is on an average we are having an experience of more than 10 years per faculty. They are from various good NITs and IITs. So this is our another strength. Then, as I said, we have a center for teaching and learning. So our main emphasis is on strong teaching and learning processes. To here I'll come at the departmental level to assist the teaching and learning process. We are giving more emphasis on industry link. We are linking our learning with the industry. For example, we are sending students to industrial visit. Doesn't matter on in which part of India the students are going. but regular, it's a very regular routine. In routine, students are going for industrial visits, and those visits are planned as per the needs of the subject. And then guest lectures, we are wherever we feel that the student needs advancement, or in this subject there is some problem, we are going for guest lectures also. So we have been, adding this all in our teaching and learning process. Then about teachers, as I have already said, we are adopting latest methodology for, like, we have more and more consideration for weaker students also. What we have done is, we consider that for weak students, we have to give extra attention so that our passing percentage is improved. If I talk about learning, what I consider, or what we consider in our department is, there are 3 points which we have to take care. One is the pass percentage that can be, improved by working on weak students. So we do work on weak students. We conduct extra classes. We give assignments, and in extra classes we take extra tests also. So we have proper plans and processes for dealing with weak students. Then another is, we do focus on the learning of very good students, so that the students may come in the university ranking. For that, we have a motivation system. Every test, whosoever is the topper, we are rewarding the topper student with some prize. There is some prize money for that. So we are motivating so that the students are getting ranks in the university. And third, we consider is the quality teaching, so that our external average is always high, because we are working under a university. So under the banner of university, and the university external average matters a lot. So for that, we do emphasize on quality teaching in class. So these are the few of the strengths. And talking about the weaknesses, like in one of the strengths, I said our faculty members are very well qualified. On the other hand, if I look into the qualification part, we have almost maximum of the faculty, they are MTech. And although we are in process, we always keep finding more and more PhDs, but still we feel that more, like in our department, we have roughly 15% of the faculty as PhD. So I still feel there should be more and more PhD faculty. Those should come. The another weakness which I feel is on the part of research and development. So we need to work on that research and development part. And one more weakness I feel this in research, because this research and development part is weak. So student participation accordingly for the same area is also suffered. Funded projects we find is one of the weakness where we should work. And in fact, we are trying to recruit more and more PhDs, so that and we are trying to apply more and more for funded projects. Industry institute interaction, although we have a good interaction, but still I think this needs to be improved. This I consider in weakness. And I think these are the few weaknesses. Then in particularly electrical department, there is no MTech course, or you can say postgraduate course for post graduation. That is the another weakness where we can upgrade. Now, these are the few of the weaknesses which I feel should be answered. And then opportunities. Opportunities are the main opportunity is our location. We are at a very good location. We are, you can say, in the heart of NCR. Delhi is just around few kilometers, just not even, I think it's around 10 to 12 kilometers. So we have access to various industry. Noida is a good sector. Gurgaon is a good sector from industry point of view. So we have the opportunity to have more and more linkages with the industry. And in fact, we are at a place where we have institutes like IIT Delhi, NIT, NSIT, and DTU. So these are in close vicinity of our institute. So this is the another opportunity where we can have more and more industry academia relationship, or institute relationship. So this is one of the opportunity I feel is there. And Other opportunity is in our institute, although it's a different point, but in our institute earlier there was no member in board of studies from our institute, but recently two of the faculty members, they have been added in the list of board of studies. So this was see, we have a big problem with the university syllabus. No, why I'm calling it a problem, because we are bounded with what syllabus the university is providing to us. So university syllabus, we had no control over it, but because our two members are in board of studies, so we can have at least a little control on at least two areas. One is from management, another is from electrical side. So at least we can give few inputs and we can have some control over the same syllabus, the course. So this is the opportunity which I see.
Good.
And about threats. Threats, if I talk about threats, are more of global. I have seen admission problem is a global problem. So we are still having admission problem, although our seats are nearly full. But still, in near future, I could see reduction in admission, particularly in the core branches. This core branches admission is the problem, and another is it's a global recession scenario, you can say. And this global recession, this has particularly impacted the engineering education. Students are not very much keen to join the core courses in engineering. Then our second threat I see is the competent faculty. As I said earlier, we are looking for more and more PhD faculty and more competent faculty. That is still a challenge. Although on one advertisement we are getting more than 1,000 of the applications, but we are finding it difficult to select even good 2% out of that. Supply and demand is a big threat to us at this point of time. There are lot of private universities that has come up, and these private universities are a big you can say as such these universities are not the direct threat, but they are creating some kind of imbalance between the supply and the demand is still not too much, and the supply is from if I take the example in your if I take an example from Punjab itself, although I'm not naming the university, but in one branch there are more than 4,000 students. So that is I don't know, but that is a big supply, and demand is not that much. In UP particularly, there is one more problem, that is the school level education. School level education needs to be improved because whatever students we are getting, the quality, or you can say those students are not of that quality. Teaching education here suffers because of the school education. I think these are the four threats from my side. Rest, I think any member from my team would like to add, they may add. Right.
Anybody
Thank
who would
you.
like to add from your institution, even doesn't matter really. Anybody who would like to comment on it? What you have said? Oh, they have already appreciated it. Congratulations. I must say, excellent work done. Points are comparatively different from the presentation what Madam did. I must say, congratulate you and your team for that purpose. A few things are very new for me, the centers of excellence in pure areas. But I could not understand one thing. Uh, Madam also said they are weak in research area due to over occupation, over involvement in many activities. You also said the same thing. Although you have center of excellence in research and product design and something like it. If this is a center of excellence, why teachers and students are not totally involved in that center? That's a question mark which is entering my mind, pondering my mind.
On an average, although CARE is a different center, this Center for Applied Research and Entrepreneurship, it's a different center, and the team is different. But from different departments, we have faculty members, but those faculty members are around 20%. So 20, 22, 25% of the faculty is associated with that. and rest the faculty is more towards the department. So research and development is there, but we still consider our institute to be a more of a teaching rather than a research institute. So from
That's true.
that, if I compare our institute with the IITs or some other research institutes, there we find ourselves weak.
So I must say one thing here. Objective of different institutions is different. Purpose
Yes.
of different institutions is different. If you are doing an excellent job in terms of teaching, learning, and the students' are output is excellent, I don't think you need to focus much more on research. Although that is a requirement, say, in a quality institution, everything is required. But when your focus is much more on teaching, learning, definitely a little bit on the research side is going to suffer. But
Yes.
still, you can always make efforts to improve upon. But as I feel, till now it is okay. But some of the efforts are required in that direction, nothing more than that.
Oh
You have
yes, sir.
facilities for research, you have everything for research, but unable to do it due to over involvement in many other activities.
Yeah.
Maybe as Madam was telling you in the previous presentation, meetings are little bit more than required. As I
This
assume, if
this
you
is
are going to
more
meet
than
on and on and every petty issue you are going to meet, I think implementation of the things will be little bit on the suffering side. Meetings are important, but over number of meetings is also dangerous.
Yes, exactly.
Perhaps due to over involvement in meetings is a big question mark. You need to take actions to a little bit in that direction also, I assume. This is not a
We,
negative comment from my side. Take it positively, but I feel a little bit you have to reduce on the meeting side
sir,
because
yes.
this is my observation after your presentation, both of your presentation, and I am not sure I may be wrong here also. That's the reason
Sir,
I wanted your people to comment on it.
sir, I would like to comment on this. Your observation is right, and we are fortunate enough to have a new director with us who, on in his first meeting, particularly said, "Ki I believe more in work rather than meetings." So
Definitely, yes.
somehow we have seen some change in that. Madam was particularly talking about her department because
That I understand, but I could
first year
in
department,
general perceive it.
yeah, in first year we have to have more and more focus on every student because in first year students are very new to the system and they require kind of guardianship, and for guardianship a lot of meetings are required. So for her department we still feel these meetings, although your point is 100% valid, they may reduce the frequency of meeting by say 25% or maybe by 30%. But on the whole, if you look at the institutional level, we are having a control on it.
It's I must say, thought process discussion is a must, but
Yes.
action on the discussion is equally important. Sometimes you are over involved in discussion and implementation suffers. That's the big question mark.
Ah,
So I must compliment your madam and you both. You have done an excellent exercise. Tried to bring in different points. You did not talk on the general issues, which I know are pretty good in your organization. Institution infrastructure is good, faculty is qualified, and many other issues are automatically covered when you are talking of all these issues. What you have identified. I must congratulate you and your team for that purpose. And I will again request your people sitting in the on the dais or on the around the table to have any comments on the issue what you have presented. Most welcome. If they doesn't have any, then I am requesting the third group to proceed.
sir, before I leave, I would like to thanks for the encouragement you have given or your point of view on this teaching and research. These two considerations. Thanks
Oh,
for
thank
that.
you. It was just my suggestion based on what you presented.
Yes, sir, that is really encouraging.
Thank you. Thank you. Group 3.
Yeah. So, good morning, Dr. Vats.
Good morning, sir. Good afternoon, better say.
Good afternoon. Yeah. This is Dr. Vasist, Head IT, Information Technology. I'm representing three departments like CSC, Civil Engineering, and IT itself.
Okay.
10 members are there in my team. And
Good.
my colleagues, two of my colleagues have covered, I think, more than 90% of the point of our college,
That's true.
CS
Absolutely true.
Engineering College. I'm glad.
But I'm trying to identify the rest of the 10% points from you.
Yeah, of course. Here I want to inform you that ABS College, ABS Engineering College is a very esteemed college. You can say the reputed, the rank one college of all the 750 colleges of UPTU. We are having the rank one position in all the results. We are gratified with rank one from last year, this year as well. We are having 97% result in first year, and we are having more than 98% of the result of overall result of my department, that is IT department. This year we are having 100% result of second year, 98% result of third year, and 100% result of fourth year this year in my department, in IT department. We are having second topper from second year, whole topper from UPTU. These are the some points which were to be covered. Similarly, I want to cover a few points that ABS college has, you can say, awarded, or you can say accredited with NAC, with you can say NBA for three departments: EC, Mechanical Engineering, and Computer Science Engineering. This year we are applying for another three departments, with you can say IT. We are also applying for EN department and MBA department. So by these way, these accreditations, we can say we are on the top. We have done a very good SWOT analysis. We are also doing, you can say, the risk analysis each and every year. We are ISO certified. We are ISO 9001 2015 certification is also applied and has been received. We are doing risk analysis each and every year. We are doing risk analysis on students, risk analysis on faculty members. Everything is being planned in a very systematic way. We are fortunate enough that we are our professor Dr. M.K. Jha, director, has joined recently, and his vision, his mission is very much clear. And we are again, you can say, doing this SWOT analysis as per your presentation requirement, and another application based SWOT analysis is here. So all 4 points has been covered. 4 pillars has been covered, like CBSE, CTL, CCPD, CARE. These are the 4 pillars we are working on. ABS is working on. All has been defined by my prior colleagues of EN department and applied science department, ma'am. So again, I want to cover that we are having very good strengths as covered. NBA has been awarded to ECME, CSC. We are applying, IT is applying, ENA applying, MBA applying. So we can say we are having a very good strength. That's why we are applying again. Very good result and placements of all the, you can say, all the engineering branches, as well as MBA and MCA. These are the 2 master level degrees we are providing at ABS. They are again having very good placement score. Like MCA is having 85% of placement this year, and MBA is again having more than 85% placement in this particular year. Our qualified dedicated faculty, excellent infrastructure and lab facility, well-defined mission, vision are the comes under the strength of our 3 department. As I have summarized IT, civil and CSE strength is. When I come to the weakness, this is the adequate, you can say, lack of adequate industry institute interaction. We are again facing some, you can say, lack in the interaction with the institute, like industry, because there is a, as I feel, in some of our discussion, we were thinking a scenario into which, like, the doctors are having their, you can say, hospitals along with the their college itself. Similarly, our discussions, in our previous discussions, we were thinking of some type of, you can say, model, some type of, you can say, startups which must be there into our premises, and we are planning for that. We are fortunate enough that our management is looking into that direction, and we have a dedicated block. We have a dedicated 7-floor block for this purpose. We are looking for startups. We are looking for some different, you can say, we are inviting our alumni, we are inviting our students, they come and start their entrepreneurship. We are having a different cell that encourage students to become to entrepreneur, and they come up with some their startups, and they will open that startup into the premises of ABS itself. So we are looking to cover this weakness as well. Uh, Lack of support for international collaboration. We are again looking for international collaboration. There are very few, we can say, or I would not hesitate to say, not a single one is there. Quality research paper is again a, you can say, weakness of our faculty members. We must look for some transaction paper. We are publishing into some not the some good quality journals as well. Opportunities again, for me, for my department IT, the opportunity is the boom in IT sector. We are having very, you can say, collaboration with, we are having collaboration with Accenture, Tech Mahindra, TCS. Every company is wanting from us that we must be the first company, we must be the first company, and we have a opportunity. We have a opportunity to choose which company must be the first company. Means the ball is in our court. So this is again a very big opportunity for the IT field. Similarly, for civil and you can say CSC, IT and CSC are both can be can't be sorry can be put into a single whole. But for civil engineering, we again have opportunity. Like we are looking for some smart city projects. We are looking for some funded projects from some industry. We are looking for some, you can say, road development authorities. Our head from civil engineering is looking for some, you can say, he's contacting some JP Infra and other infra, God City Center. They are looking for some consultancy from there. So again, opportunity is there for both civil and computer science IT itself. Again, we have opportunity that this year we are feeling that in the like you can say gate, the aspirants are very low. Whenever we are going to, you can say the a figure was there into Times of India a few months ago that it is very much decreasing. About 50% of students, like from, if I'm comparing with 2015-16 ratio and 14 ratio, it's a decreasing of 50%. No people is going for gate. So it is again an opportunity. We are considering this as an opportunity for our students. We are considering it as an opportunity because if we are having less number of students, those who are going for gate, then it will be a probable chance for our students to be succeed. So gate and CAT we are looking at the opportunity. Again, when I come to the threats, the very first, it has been covered already, but I am repeating again. Diversified background of the students. We are the top. We can say we are top. We can say we can prove by the results. We can prove by our placement. We can prove by our, you can say, faculty strength of faculty members. But we know the, you can say, weakness as well. Similarly, it must be covered on the, when we are saying for strength, it must be covered that the diversified students, diversified background of our students is again a, you can say, threat for us. We are having students from eastern UP, we are having students from eastern Bihar as well, Jharkhand as well. So they are you can say Hindi based students, and studies of their school is also not so good. Again, we have planning for balancing these students. We are planning for, you can say, holistic development, you can say all corner development for all the students. So again, good quality student is the challenge, is the threat. Mushrooming colleges, mushrooming private universities are again a challenge for, you can say, again a threat for our colleges, because it is again, we can't say it's a threat, but for ABS, but we can consider it a threat because the good quality student may be filtered. We can have some filtered students. It will not impact, it will not have an effect our admission, number of admissions, but the quality of admissions may be down, as I think, with this threat. So this was all from my side. I have covered strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat for all the three departments, and simply as a whole of the ABS Engineering College.
I appreciate you and your team for doing an excellent exercise in terms of strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. Of course, you were representing those departments which are demand driven in today's scenario. Civil engineering is a demand driven, computer, IT a little bit was down, but now it is again okay. But you were representing those departments which are really demand driven in today's scenario. Definitely, there is a lot more strengths are there going to be there in those departments. But you said something about weakness in terms of uh, lack of industry institute interaction and international collaboration. Those are the areas I think there are lot many opportunities in these. These are not you are presenting them as weakness presently, but there are a lot of many opportunities in these directions. Definitely, international collaborations. Many organizations from the outside the country are coming to the country, and they want collaborations with good institutions. As you are saying, you are having you are the best amongst the UP state. So you could have easily gone for international collaboration with some of the organizations, especially in these areas of what you are talking computer, IT, and civil engineering. There is a demand driven, as I am again and again. Everything going on is as per the thrust areas of the country. Construction sector is booming, IT is booming, computer science, computer definitely is a good strength. So you could have easily got the collaboration with good international institutions. I don't know how much efforts you have made, but this is an area you can say this is an opportunity rather than a weakness. Till now, it may be a weakness, but it can also be considered an opportunity for you.
Yes,
Because
of
lot
course.
many organizations are coming to the country in these directions, and definitely you were talking of startups. A very small organization like ours, NITA Chandigarh, we are not having, except ME students, not many students are working in this institution. I think by now we have already 5 to 6 startups. You could have all again started in that direction. Only thing is you have to give some ground to the students, which they can easily work in your research center and do the exercise. Give them some environment in which they can independently work, have some MOUs or some relationship or some guidelines to start for these startups. I think when you are going in for all these startups, they will definitely go to industry and have some linkages with you as well as the industry partnership. So you have to use your students. You have to use your experience. Your as you are saying, your faculty is pretty good. So if you are able to do these exercises, again you are saying placement. When you are having placement, good placement means industries are coming to you. So linkage building is not a difficult exercise. Only thing is you have to initiate in on mutually beneficial relationship, not one directional. You should not always be expecting things from them. You have to give them something also. Maybe you have to identify problems of industry and work on those. Let me give you one example. I was giving this example, I think day before yesterday or maybe tomorrow yesterday. I was talking of ABB. They are going to have a lab of around 2.5 crores established in our center in it. What we have done, we are sending our ME student or PhD student to work at ABB plant. They are trying to identify the problems of industry and working with them. They are paying them all honorariums, scholarships, stipends, and all this. They are making them self-sustainable. And by this, they are identifying the problems of industry. One problem, two problem. It starts with reputation building, but you have to work in that direction. So mutually beneficial relationships can help you in that direction. I assume this is my observation on this issue. So anybody, I must say you have done an excellent exercise, all the three groups. If somebody from the institution would like to comment on it, he is most welcome.
I want to add a few points as well, Professor Watts, because we have a collaboration with Accenture. We have a collaboration with the Tech Mahindra. We are working on I Can Care project for Accenture. We are working for you can say parking problem solution for Tech Mahindra. We are
Okay,
already
fine.
doing this type of practice, but I have considered weakness in international collaboration.
Okay.
Although we are having some collaboration with the industry itself, our departments like CARE, CCPD are well into this particular department area. They are doing collaboration with Accenture, Tech Mahindra, TCS already. We have a very good linkage with the TCS industry itself. So we are also working like TTND to the New Digital Magic company, where our 4 of the students were placed and they were working for on their project on summer training. They were paid some honorarium as well. So this type of practice we also following in ABS itself, sir.
Okay, thank you. You must be doing it. I was not knowing it. I gave my experiences to you. This is just my experience from the NITR. Maybe in other organizations I have also talked. They are doing all these similar type of exercises. But for international collaboration, you have to uh, I may say that you have to first visit a few countries and talk faculty and the staff has to go to that places, see what infrastructure and the things they are having, then produce in front of them what you can do for them, and then it can be a mutually beneficial relationship. If you will you will be sitting in your compartment, they are sitting in their own country. If you are not going to make so that this type of collaboration can never happen. So you have to move out of the institution and do that part of the story. A little bit expenditure is definitely involved in the beginning, but when these are initially spent, this is going to give the good results in terms of quality students also. When you are having these type of collaboration, it will become catchy. Many of the good students will be coming to who are trying to go to other countries. They will be coming to your institution for that purpose and having good can have good collaboration and have good knowledge. Let me tell you one experience. I'm not talking of engineering college here. In Chandigarh, there is one college, ST College. They are having collaboration with a university in Fraser Valley of Canada. What they are doing, they are having mutually exchange programs. They are running a program of Fraser Valley here in their campus in ST College, and experts from Fraser Valley are coming here, teaching some of the part of the curriculum. And then in the summer, some of the students of this course are going to Fraser Valley. Teachers, local teachers are also going to Fraser Valley and teaching at that time when their teachers are on vacation. So this is a collaboration you have to start. I'm just giving you one example of Chandigarh. There may be thousands of similar examples, but you have to replicate those examples as per your strengths and weaknesses and incorporate them and have MOUs with them and then proceed. But for that purpose, you have to move out of the system. Sitting in your organization, you may not be able to do many things and have to spend something from the pocket also. I don't know what you are doing. You may be doing all these things, but this is just a suggestion.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, I must say, congratulate you, your team, all the other teams, and your worthy director. From the presentations, I can see every departmental head and even director is giving you every opportunity to talk on the issues that's equally important, very important, I must say. When the VN mission and thought process of the director and leadership is clear, then organizations grow. Definitely, it's a path-breaking exercise from your side. Anybody wants to comment, most welcome.
Thank you, Professor Vats.
Thank you.
Sir, I'm Sarthi Gauda this side. I'm from MBA department.
Okay.
Actually, we have an MBA and MCA department as a postgraduate program here, and I take care of placement activity and other outside activity of the institute. And sir, I must tell you that as you told, your institute must be having some kind of collaboration with foreign university for exchanging of students, exchanging of guest lectures, or exchanging of some kind of thoughts or research projects, something like that. We have already initiated to one university in Singapore that is called Singapore Management University, sir. I personally had a word with the director of the Singapore Management University. They have shown interest. Recently, they have collaborated with IIM Rohtak. Recently, they have a collaboration for the research process for the faculty member. And here, I'm doing the same kind of things. And we have started initiating the talk. Right now, it's in a preliminary stage. They have shown interest that, okay, fine, we want to see your institute, we want to see the infrastructure you have, we want to have a meeting with you. So that is in a primary stage, sir. We would like to continue that because that is very much important. And to talk about our department strengths, the MBA program is a professional program because it would be a job-oriented program. And here we got an excellent opportunity for we have got excellent working environment because we have a very good dynamic leader as a head of the department, sir. He have a very good idea, and he actually give chances to all the faculty member, all the staff member to learn things from outside, and he is giving opportunity to everybody. Even if we are inviting a lot many people from corporate to interact with our faculty member, to interact with our students. This is one strength we have, and we have very good work environment and written policy for staff and faculty member. That is one good strength of ours. And second, sir, we are more focusing on building essential skills required by the industry. Like for example, we offer a lot many specializations: marketing, finance, HR, IT, and international business. And we focus on students that they must improve the skills on marketing, finance, HR. We do a lot of activity like we conduct seminar, we call symposium, we call group discussion. We our faculty, they do a lot of case study discussion in the classrooms. We take a student outside, we give lot of live projects to the student. Actually student go out and they do a short kind of live project over there. We recently have a tie up with 2-3 organizations. One organization name called IMRB International. They are into primary research of marketing things. So generally whenever they have some kind of case study or research based project, they always seek students from our institutions, and our institutions we give some students to them, and they do a lot of work over there, and students are getting money out of that as well. So this is one kind of initiative we are taking to the for our MBA students, so that they can groom properly for industries. And right now industry have a certain parameter to give a job opportunity to the students, so we are focusing on that area, sir. Apart from that, we also offer some kind of value-added program to the students, because our course curriculum is bounded by university pattern, and we cannot change that course curriculum as per industry requirement. So, but we are adding some kind of value to the course. We are adding, some course to the value-added program to the students. For example, in the area of marketing, digital marketing, we have a certain company, we have a tie-up with certain companies. They come and they deliver certain digital marketing subject to the special group of marketing students to enhance their credibility towards a job. And even if in finance also, we give a lot of value added program to the students, and HR also same, and IT IB as well. We have tie up with different companies, sir, for supply chain management course. This kind of value added program we generally provide to the students, so that they can be more capable towards getting a job from the corporate. So this is one strength of ours. And sir, also we are taking a lot of things for slow learner students, because the kind of student we get generally, they are not that kind of high level competent student, because they are on a mediocre students, because our university criteria.
Let me interrupt.
Huh.
I think many of the points have been covered by your colleagues already. I
Yeah.
request you to pinpoint those points which are important, which have not been discussed by anybody else. It's better.
Yes, sir. Fine. Fine, sir. The strength of our department would be, faculties are maximum number, more number of faculties are into, they are into PhD holder. So, and we have a lot many faculty, they also enrolled into PhD program. They are going to get the PhD. So, this is one strength of our department. Students get more knowledge on their practicality of the subject. And if you talk about our weakness, sir, uh, as I told you that we cannot update our course curriculum, so that is a major challenge, because this is a professional subject, and the end result of the subject would be leading to a job. So students are getting a little bit difficulty to get a job, because they are not up to the industry ready. So that is one weakness. And as per opportunities concerned, we are able to make it for international collaboration, to for exchanging of student program or faculty or research. That is thing. And threats are, sir, we have a more autonomy on admission procedure to attract international students. That's it. So that is a few point I have covered, sir, and that is from my
Thank you very much, Professor. I must comment just on one point. As many of you have told, you have already got NBA in some of the departments,
right,
and you are in the process of getting NBA. Regarding curriculum, I may tell you one thing. If you are getting it from the outside, means from the university, you are unable to do one thing. When you are going in for NBA, whatever you are teaching beyond curriculum, it's a positive point for you. You get marks based on that also. But one caution is always there. When you are teaching beyond curriculum, this must be based on some feedback from the different stakeholders. How you come out with that, this thing must be taught to the students, which is a requirement. That must be identified. If you are able to build that gap, if you are able to identify the gap based on the feedback, and then you are trying to giving beyond curriculum, it's more effective and it's more acceptable. Sometimes we are teaching because we have the strength to teach that subject or that content, which may not be required in the market. That's not the requirement as per NBA. And it will not fetch you good marks. If you're going in for NBA, many of the departments as you are going, beyond curriculum, definitely a yes point, a positive point, but again based on the need, requirements, feedback from the system, word of work. That's the only point of caution. Rest all the points I must say excellent. Again, because you pointed only these things which have not been covered by others. Thank you very much, Professor. Thank you. I must say congratulate you and your group. I
thank you,
think
sir.
all the groups are covered from your organization by now.
Yes, sir, covered. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations again. A big clap for your side, from my side also. I think ABS has done a very good exercise. Let me expect something similar from the other institutions also and give them opportunities to speak. If they would like to comment on you, definitely I will welcome them and they will be commenting. So let me go to Manav Bharti. Manav Bharti, I think you must have listened the presentation of ABS by now. The excellent presentations. I am expecting similar presentations from your side also. Let me start with group one.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, madam. Thank you. You are representing many times, many people.
Yes, sir. Sir, in my group there are the 20 people.
Okay.
Our university have many strengths in different areas like curricular, co-curricular, and miscellaneous areas. Firstly, I will discuss about the curricular areas. Our university have a state-of-art infrastructure, well-equipped lecture theatre with audio-visual aids, and our laboratories are having latest tools and they are equipped with all the lab equipments. We have a good library and have a Wi-Fi campus, and we have a good state-of-art auditorium having a sitting capacity more than 500, and we behind that we have the latest teaching pedagogy. Along with the lectures are supplemented with the case studies, with the student presentations on the current affairs and the projects based on the things which they are taught in the classes. Time to time industrial visits and time to time tours are organized to acquaint the students with industry and real practical environment in order to acquaint them with the practicality of the situations what they are giving them in the classes. For the co-curricular activities, we have both indoor and outdoor activities. We have a good playground, gym, and all the sport facility available here. And behind that, we have the for the co-curricular activities in our university for the overall development of the students. We have the different clubs, 6 clubs, which are whose activities are decided before the commencement of the semester. All the coordinator of the uh, different clubs, they sit and decide the schedule for the activities for the whole semester, so that our students, they only don't focus on the study and they for the overall personality development, which is also necessary, as we have to taught the different skills to the students like planning skill, organizing skill, leadership skills, and interpersonal relationship skills. Beyond this, we have a again for the personality development, we have a special class for the personality development and soft skills development, which is taken by the very experienced and dynamic motivated personality of our faculty member. to groom the students on the soft skills and preparing them for facing the interviews after the completion of the course. And behind that, we have the well diversified faculty members from young to experienced faculties, which are highly motivated, have good collaborations among with senior leaderships and with the staff. Our university is located in serene environment, having well connections to the railways and roads, and it is easily accessible from the Shimla, the capital of the Himachal Pradesh, from the Chandigarh, the proposed city of smart city, and the Solan itself. We have the foreign students from the different countries like Nigeria, Afghanistan, and Nepal also. So we are showing our representation internationally also. Our university is also running a free legal ad cell for the local community in the area for helping them on the legal services. And one more thing, we have the bottom to up communication, as you have also said, for the strategic planning. We have every Friday we have a meeting with the top management, all the HODs from the different departments. They come with the inputs for any improvement in the organization in the university. And if there is any problem in the university, again the whole HODs of the different departments, they sit and discuss the area, do the brainstorming for finding the solutions for the particular problem if a university is facing. We have a good student support system in the university. There is the academic, it is academic wise as well as the departmental wise. If they have any academic problem, then to whom they have to approach, and if in the department, if they have any problem, then whom they have to approach. They are the class representatives, they are the class head teachers, then there is the head of the department, dean of the department, student welfare, dean academic welfare. A proper hierarchy is followed to listen to the complaints and any suggestions of the students for the overall development. And our faculty, one of the faculty members, they have also the bronze medal in the martial art. And beside this, in the faculty of the management, we have the memorandum of understanding with the Croucher College and Ascenda College of the Canada for the student exchange program. So these are the strengths in our universities. Next are the weaknesses. One of the most weaknesses which we think is the untapped research area. We are lacking in good research because of the non-availability of the masters and PhD programs in some courses. So we have not good R&D activities running in the universities. Till now, we don't. Any faculty member have no patents and any copyright and even any project with any of the faculty member. And one more weakness is that till now we don't have any accreditation in any of the courses. We again we have the industry and institution linkages, but I think these are inadequate institution industry and institution academic linkages for the better placement and better learning for the students. Again, we are not fully digitalized. We have a digital library, but in another areas like fully digitalization is not there. We used to do more of the written work is done. We are thinking that we will do the digitalization in our area in different activities so that paperwork could be reduced. One more weakness which we think that there is the underemployment of the students. Though all the students are 100% placed, but not up to the mark. Many of the students have got the good salary package, but some have not get that much package as per their qualification or their professional skills.
Okay, good.
Now there are the opportunities. There are the different opportunity available for us for the betterment of our university, and we will definitely trying to capture all these opportunities in order to be leader in education, mostly in Himachal Pradesh. Firstly, now first is that we want to enhance our networking with reputed academic institutions for the program exchange nationally as well as internationally. Though we have, but still we want to improve that. Next is that as Solon is the hub of industry, there are more scope for the conversation and partnership with the local employers, those in private, non-profit, public sectors, so that our students are more appealing for them. There are the online opportunities worldwide by using IT-enabled educations or diversifying our resources of revenue through better exploitation of the consultancy or e-learning facilities. We can generate the revenues. Till now, we don't have such capture all these opportunities. Though we give the platform for the banks for having the examinations conducting platform for conducting the examination over here, but we have not capitalized all that. Next, updation of the curriculum, capitalizing on the workforce demand for emerging industry programs, updating the curriculum according to the industry demand, or like having the capsule module, like there are the different abhiyans like Sakshar Abhiyan and E-Sakshar Abhiyan and mock online programming. So we can go for that so that we can have the digitalization or we can update ourselves. Then there is the there are untapped area of which for admissions we can go beyond the in Himachal Pradesh there are the different tribal areas we can go for there for capturing the students. Then for the healthy sense of the communication or for the ranking of the institutions, we can go for the NAC or NBA grading so that students can attract towards the university if we have the good ranking from these accreditations authorities. Then one more opportunity is that middle income population is growing. The demographic middle income growing population is there. So and parents are more focusing on the professional education. So we have to capture. We have to plan in advance for the admissions. How to capture the people, how to influence the parents so that they send their child for the higher education in professional courses. Next are the threats which are in our area. First is the loss of competition in Solan area. There is the quantitative expansion of the higher educations. In itself in Solan there are the 8 universities. So we are facing some downfall in the admission in some courses like electronics, IT and communications, etc. So that is the main threat. We have to compete this threat. Second is the risk of losing some prominent faculty and staff generally for better opportunity due to the more competitions within the area itself. Now, there are also threats from the government policies like the free IT education with the context of increasing trends of web learning and other IT educations through the different programs government is giving. So, so that there is a lack of admission in many of the our streams like IT and electronics and CSC. Now, draining one more threat is that draining of the students to the foreign university. There has become a trend in the North India mostly. If, parents they are sending their child to the foreign university, so we have to make more and more linkages with the international institutions and international industries so that we can our just good qualitative students they should not drain out of our country for higher education.
This is a threat or an opportunity?
It's a threat that maximum students are going outside. So we should convert it into opportunity by having more and more linkages with these institutions and these industries. And more focus is there on the now the trend is changing. More focus is on the blue collar job. People are mostly going for the skill type of the jobs, which are attractive and giving the higher salary than the white collar jobs and the professional courses. So we have to come up with the additional courses or the courses according to the scenario changing, so that we can attract the students. We should add some new courses so that we can give the um, opportunities to students for acquiring these courses from our universities.
Okay, very good. Madam, how many foreign students you are having?
Sir, in management department, we have 6 Afghani students.
Acha, and in totality, how many are there?
In totality, there are so 10 to 15 students in whole university.
Okay. So this is a very good advantage in comparison to many of the institutions in Himachal. The number of students in terms of foreign students, I may say. And one more thing I was understanding, good system of for improvements means suggestion system and others you are having. This is different than others. Uh, Although you are having international collaboration, but you can always increase upon. But sir, the number of students you are telling, still I may say, in the remote of Himachal, I don't say it is Solan is much better than many of the other areas in the state of Himachal. But still, in spite of being placed in locational advantage in terms of connectivity, it's not there. In spite of that, you're having good number of students. It's a good gesture on your part. I must congratulate you and your university for that purpose, having around more than 70 or 80 students for that purpose. It's a good, and from different countries, Nepal. Which countries these are?
Nepal, Afghanistan, and Nigeria.
Okay. Uh, this is a good number. I must say this is a good thing. Mm, you opportunities you have said exchange programs definitely that can serve a purpose better for enhancing the international collaboration. This I am again stressing on this point. Foreign students is a chunk area on which you can work upon. If you have already around these number of students, by if you are able to sustain the quality in your institution, in your university, this is word of mouth will serve the purpose here. The students who are already there, they will be your ambassadors, and you have to give them the best so that they can be asking others to come. This advantage you can always take. This is my suggestion. Anybody from your the people who are sitting here would like to comment on what you have said is most welcome. Otherwise, I must compliment you for the excellent presentation, excellent SWOT you have done for the university. Very good, I must say. And congratulations to you and your team. कोई आपकी तरफ से और कोई कमेंट करना चाहेगा आपकी प्रेजेंटेशन में? The people sitting there, I am expecting them to comment if it is there. If somebody wants to do it, because they know better than me. Again, I am stressing on the point.
So at the last,
Sure.
for the group.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
If nobody wants to comment on it, fine. Then go to. मेरे को लग रहा है लंच ब्रेक का आपको याद आ रही है, but let me tell you one thing. What I am planning, I am going to close the program after this exercise, total exercise. We can have the feedback session simultaneously after some time, after the SWOT and all this. We will have lunch around 2, and after that you are free. Okay? So don't be worried about it that your lunch is getting stale or even cold, but wait for some time more, around 50 minutes. We will finish this exercise. I'm going to talk about the program also during this period and finish the program. So be relaxed, enjoy the program till the time we are together. Hanji, please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
I want to add little bit in the presentation which done by my colleague.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir. I want to add one thing in our infrastructure, that we have interlinked buildings as well as department, because we are situated in hilly areas and not in plain. So that is the strength of our university, to have interlinkage buildings. And one more thing is that in every departments of our university, a vision and mission are displayed there, so that every department should clear about their vision as well as mission, sir. So these two are our strengths which I want to add here. Now I'm coming to the weaknesses, that we have less linkage between the alumni as well as the present student in the university. As one of your presentation said, that the old student are the big brand ambassador. So we should develop this linkage, that is opportunity for we people, that we should arrange certain programs where the present students as well the old students should interact. This I want to add here.
Very
and
good.
About the challenge, sir, that I think we should develop industrial as well as institutional linkage by visiting the industries and at the same time inviting the industries to our institution.
Very good.
This is all about, sir. Thank you very much.
I must compliment you for this. But let me ask you one thing. You have said that VNN mission is displayed. Is the VNN mission a shared VNN mission? First question.
Yes, sir.
Let me give you my experience. I have done doctorate in business management. My area of work was quality management only, total quality management. I did it completed in 1999 when the TQM was the buzzword. I was talking with a manager of a very multinational company stationed in, I think, Punjab or UP, I don't remember now. I was talking, asking them, he was telling we have vision, mission, and all this. I asked him, what is your vision? Just ask him. He could not respond to it. Let me tell you, the vision and mission was just on his backside. It was displayed on his backside, but he was not knowing it. He was saying that vision and mission is there as it should be, but he was not knowing what it is exactly. That's the point I am trying to convey. Sometimes vision and mission is displayed, but people don't know what it is because they have never participated in while making formulation, while making the vision and mission or the strategic actions or the strategic plan. They have never participated into it. Definitely vision and mission is there and will be there, but it should be known to everybody. Students, employees, staff, everybody should be knowing it, how it is operational.
That's why, sir, it is not displayed at the back of the head, but on the front of the gate of every department.
So thank you. Then it is good. So my appreciation is not required then. It's good if you know, all people know that what is your vision and mission and you are working accordingly. Very good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Anybody else who would like to comment? तालियां बजा दीजिए, आपने बजा दी हैं, गुड, अच्छा लग रहा है, जोर से बजा दीजिए, हमें भी सुन जाएंगे. Group 3.
Very good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Most of the points are covered by my fellow colleagues, and the main strength I want to cover up is that our university is mainly focusing on providing educational facility, particularly to the women section. And in in this session, we have covered around 66% of the seats are filled with the girl students. This is the main strength of our university, and various interdisciplinary and experiential education.
Can you repeat? I could not listen properly.
Various interdisciplinary and experiential education. Sir, our university is mainly focused on the women education. And around 60% of the seats are filled with the girl students. And we are also providing the scholarship program for them.
Okay, fine.
And second strength is that various interdisciplinary and experiential education are provided at the graduate level.
Fine.
That's the main strength that we have covered. And in weakness, I want to say that we have a limited alumni. So we are unable to gather alumni for the enhancing the better student for our present student in university campus.
Anything more you would like to add?
And opportunity that we have, we can go for the digitalization of the working condition, which is very environment friendly also, because there is no paper-based working system is there. Then will be. That's all, sir.
Madam, may I ask you a question? You said our university is providing interdisciplinary education.
Yes, sir.
What do you mean by that?
Like as we have implemented the CBCS system, so we are from the management department, so we are providing the student opportunity to learn some courses related to the IT in engineering department, related to the humanities, and related to the pharmacy.
Okay.
Educational courses also.
It is based on credits based.
Yes, sir.
So you have fixed the credits they have to take, and they can go to different adopt for it, and accordingly they are getting. Okay, fine. How many total options are there?
Basically, there are we are giving them eight choices from which they have to opt two courses.
Okay, options need to be more, ma'am. These are minimal options, I may say this thing. So still you cannot say it is interdisciplinary education, but much more need to be done in that direction. You have initiated the process, but much more need to be done. Let me give you a scenario of Punjab Agriculture University. They are adopting this type of education for the last many years. They were the professional people. When I was talking with the persons from agriculture, let's say agriculture department, agriculture engineering, they were saying our total programs are 101. So these type of credits, they are allowing everybody to participate in different programs. Accordingly, they are getting interdisciplinary education. But you are saying interdisciplinary education, but in true sense, it is not the interdisciplinary education. It's partial use of the same. You need to do much more in that direction.
Sure, sir.
So it is an opportunity for you to do that. It's presently you are saying, but it's not a strength. It is a minimal strength what you are adopting.
So, because still we have started this, so we in the next session we will definitely improve this.
ठीक है ना, फिर अभी तो नहीं है ना मैडम ये स्ट्रेंथ, अभी तो ये शुरुआत हुई है.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है ना?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Anybody who would like to comment?
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you very much. This was just my suggestion. Don't take it negatively. Anybody who would like to comment?
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you one thing. स्ट्रेंथ को आइडेंटिफाई करना सीखिए. ऐसे एक ही चीज जो मैं कल भी बता रहा था, वो स्ट्रेंथ वीकनेस भी कई बार प्रेजेंट हो जाती है. You use the word interdisciplinary, but presently it is not interdisciplinary in true sense.
Yeah, definitely, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, okay.
Sir, having said all these things about the SWOT analysis as is being done by our faculty members over here, under your say guidance, and after doing all these things, now I request you to throw some light on say our strengths, weaknesses, and all those things, so that we can become say a better institution in our own, as well as to be known worldwide. So I just want to have say some sort of our own SWOT analysis from your side, sir.
Okay, Amala, your exercise is over now. You want me to answer your queries? Fine.
Yes, sir. Yes.
I was although doing it simultaneously, but still, based on what you have conveyed, I don't know much. I have not visited the institution at all, university at all. But based on what you have conveyed it to me, I can identify a few strengths which are important.
Right.
One of them is your locational advantage in Himachal Pradesh, not overall. In
Right.
Himachal Pradesh, I am saying.
Right, sir.
Second is your infrastructure, what you are saying.
Right, sir.
Infrastructure appears to be pretty good. This is another strength.
It is.
Third is your good library.
Right.
Again, I am stressing on what you conveyed it to me, how much and what.
Exactly,
Okay.
sir.
And fourth, what you said is your teaching learning system, which is multifaceted, trying to cover experiential learning, case study based learning, then industry based learning, practice based learning. These are the things which you are doing in, if you are doing in every department, this is a strength for you. Excellent job what you are trying to do.
Right, sir.
Qualification, you said in terms of your qualification and maybe in number. I could not note anything in terms of your motivation because nobody commented on it presently.
Yes,
I could not say anything. Presently, definitely yes, in terms of your number, in terms of your qualification, it may be a qualification. Then a very big strength is number of foreign students. Foreign students का मतलब सिर्फ number से नहीं होता सर. Foreign students brings lot many new कल्चर नया आता है. उस कंट्री के बारे में आपको जानने को कई नई चीजें मिलती हैं. उस कंट्री में कई कुछ हो रहा है, वो जानने को मिलता है. You can club the two things. Their knowledge, your knowledge, and improvement can always be there. This is again your strength.
Right, sir.
Then another good is some of the initiatives you are taking it for the personality development. That's a good thing. Although most of the institutions these days are doing a lot in that direction, but you are also doing something in that direction. This is also in your strength. Weaknesses, a set of weaknesses. Presently, no accreditation. You should have gone for it. How old is your university?
Sir, it has been established in the year 2009.
Almost 9 years. You have never done any exercise in this direction. It's a big weakness in today's scenario. Had you gone for accreditation, your brand name or weightage in the world of work would have improved, or in the education sector would have improved, or in the at the international level it would have improved. You're not gone for it.
Yes, sir.
Then another weak point is research area, untapped. Research area, you have not done much in that direction. You may be doing something, but much need to be done in that direction, because this is a university. It's not a traditional college. If it would have been a traditional college, then teaching learning is more important than research. But if it is a university, research becomes important focus for you.
Actually, sir, due to this factor only, we haven't gone for the accreditation so far, because in the accreditation process means the maximum weightage is to the research facilities as
Yeah,
far as
that's true. That's true. Absolutely true. But you sent me to tell you. That's the reason I'm telling you.
Yes, sir.
Uh, then opportunity, definitely exchange programs. It can work wonders for you because you are already having something in that direction. Use of local industry, because Solan is having some industry nearby. Even Baddi is there and all this. Use of local industry for some improvement at the domestic level.
Yes, sir.
Then when you are having linkages in that direction, definitely consultancy will improve, IRG will improve. These are still your weak areas.
Right.
Curriculum updating, I don't know how long you take to update your curriculum, because unless you are updating your curriculum simultaneously, being your even a university, if you are not doing this exercise regularly, then it's a big question mark.
Yes,
I don't know how much time you are taking in updating your curriculum. I don't know really, you have not told me yet.
Sir, presently it is being updated after 3 years.
Oh, it's a long period in some other disciplines, man.
Right.
Maybe in computers, electronics, and many emerging areas, this may be a long time. You have to do it simultaneously. If you're not doing this exercise, even you can work beyond curriculum. You can do two things. If you're unable to do this exercise regularly, then you should be very much aware of what are the requirements of the world of work. You must know the trends, what is happening in the, accordingly, something beyond curriculum must be taught to the students. That will be helpful to you if you are unable to do this exercise even.
Right, sir.
Then threats, okay, because threats are always going to be, admission is going to be always a question mark. You have to cope up with this. If you are going to have the quality education, people are going to come to you definitely. Let me tell you some of the institutions which are near to Chandigarh. Although in spite of all these competitions and threats, they are having the full admission. Others may not be getting it, but they are providing good education. That's the reason they are getting the admission. If you are able to provide quality education, you are going to get the admission. Don't think that is a threat. So these are some of these things. Definitely, VN and mission, as I am again and again stressing, VN should be to be a leader in the, at least in Himachal Pradesh first, then in other states, and then throughout the world. VN and mission, again, I question you people, and again question you. It should be shared. Everybody should be doing everything from the heart. If you are not doing it from the heart, VN and mission will be only displayed on the walls and will not serve any purpose. So these are some of my points. The use of alumni is a must, which you are using it to lesser extent. But I think your is a 9 years old, not much old, but still you can always establish linkages with your alumni and do something better than what you are doing today. These are some of my viewpoints. If you think these are relevant to you, you can adopt. If you don't think relevant, then fine enough.
Sir, exactly. These are highly relevant to us, and I just want to thank you, sir, for all these insight about our institution, about our university, and sharing your vision. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. If no comments from your other side, I am going to last institution from Odisha. Odisha. Good afternoon,
sir.
friends.
Sir, namaste.
You had to wait for long. I am sorry for it, but it was an interesting exercise going on. You must have listened to others also. Now it's your turn. Please.
Yes, sir. No problem. Wait. There are. Just a minute, sir.
Okay, you can start. Kindly sit down. Kindly sit down and start. Okay, very good. Very good.
Hello. Good afternoon, sir. Hello, can you hear me?
Sure.
Yes, sir. I represent Department of Chemical Engineering from C.V. Raman College of Engineering. Okay, so I'll just go through the strength weaknesses of our department. Actually, we have done this SWOT analysis on our department, so I'll go through the strength weaknesses of our department only.
Okay.
Okay. As pointed out by other counterparts from the two other colleges who are sitting with us. Uh, some of the strength are similar to them. Like we also have good quality faculty members. We have good, I mean, well-equipped laboratories. I mean, good overall infrastructure and all those. Apart from that, I would like to point one point which is, I mean, different from other colleges. We have a center of excellence. Training center called FACT, which is one of its kind in this eastern region. We have only few of these in India. Fortunately, we have it in our college. It is Festo Automation uh, Training Center. It is we have a collaboration with Festo from Germany, and we have a training center for exclusively for our students. I mean, students of chemical engineering, and that is one of the strength which I would like to share with all the other colleges who are sitting with us.
Okay, good. Very good. Move ahead.
Okay, now coming to the weaknesses, this is one of the most important. I mean, weakness I feel that awareness about the our program is not. I mean, it's not that good. Most of the people don't know what chemical engineering is. They think that it is related to chemistry. Whenever you ask somebody what chemical engineering is, he'll say it's chemistry, basically chemistry. But in actual, it is not so. Chemical engineering is different from chemistry. There is nothing chemistry related thing in chemical engineering. It's a proper designing program.
Definitely, it's
So and
application of chemistry.
yeah, okay, okay.
Okay, fine.
And one of the other weaknesses is that our industry interaction is not that good. I mean, we have interaction, but it should be more. It is mainly because the location of college, I mean, in the vicinity of college, we don't have so many chemical related plants or industries. So it is difficult to send our students to some other places or other states for any like plant visit kind of thing. So I consider that a weakness for us.
Okay.
Now, coming to the opportunities, as our branch chemical engineering is not present in most of the colleges in India. It hardly, I guess, it will be less in present in less than 30% colleges. So that is also, I mean, advantageous as well as disadvantageous, because the competition among students is not that much. So getting a job in a co-company is quite, I mean, comparatively easier for our students than other student from other branches. We have, I mean, good scope. Their chances for getting admitted to higher studies in India and abroad is also higher because of less competitiveness, because of lower number of competitors present in our branch. And we have good research opportunities and opportunities for publications and all those things.
Good.
And the last is the threat part. This, as I told you, lack of awareness among the people about our branch is a threat, because so few, I mean, some of the peoples don't take admission in our branch or program uh, to, I mean, go ahead. They just take admission so that they can change their branch in the next semester. So that's a kind of threat I feel. And the retarding trend of the desired recruiters. I mean, um, when recruiters recruit our students, like small companies, say a paper industry or a cement industry, the package they offer is comparatively lesser compared to your software or any other industry. So students tend to change to other companies. So they kind of lose faith in us, and after a few years they stop visiting our campus. So that's a threat for our branch, for the existence of our branch. That's what I feel.
Okay, very
These
fine.
are the points.
Let me ask you a simple question. You have
Yes, sir.
Center of Excellence in terms of mechanical engineering department. Festo from Germany, you are saying. Am I
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
How
sir.
much mechanical industry is near your place?
So mechanic, sir, Festo, actually the setup which we have for from Festo is a bottling plant automation center. I mean, it replicates a bottling plant. So it's
Okay,
what somewhat related to chemical industry also.
that's the
So
point I'm trying to say.
okay, sir. So
How you are
mechanical
using
related.
this? How you are using this advantage to your department?
I mean, we are giving training to the our students, sir, which is exclusive for only our department, sir, in Festo, this automation center.
I am asking you from the other side also. If mechanical engineering people could collaborate with Festo and get the thing done in their favor, in spite of having some linkage with the in your institution in terms of Festo, why couldn't you move ahead? Couldn't you move ahead in that direction? Festo is not nearby you. They are coming from. They are having plant in Germany and having a center of excellence here. I
Yes, sir.
think you need to do something in that direction. Perhaps you are unable to create awareness about your program in the nearby people. What efforts you are doing in that direction? I don't know really. This is again a big question mark. On one side, you are saying there are lot many job opportunities in core companies, and then there is a scope for higher qualification. Then there is a higher studies. Then good research opportunity. These are the opportunities are there, but you are unable to tap those opportunities by no. I'm unable to understand this reason. You are on one side saying these are opportunities. On the other side, you are saying these are weaknesses. I'm unable to understand what efforts you are making in that direction, that your program should be, people should be knowing that this is an important area and which can fetch you jobs in the core industries. It doesn't, let me tell you, when the word is globalized, it doesn't only mean that you have to get the job near your house only. If you're in even in IT sector or in software sector, how many students of yours are getting job near to the place? Not
Sir,
many.
very
Not many will be there. They have to move out. Similar in your case, if the students can move out, I don't think there is dearth of jobs in your core area also. I think there is a need to do something for creating awareness amongst the people near about you that this is a demand driven discipline where a lot many jobs are there. If you will do this, you will get a job immediately. Maybe a little bit concern of the package in comparison to IT or software industry, but still getting a job in today's scenario is equally important.
yes, sir.
So you need to do something in that direction. I feel there is some
Yes, sir.
lacuna somewhere. I'm not sure
There
where
has
it is, but this is a
begun.
lacuna which I could feel from what you are presenting.
Yes, sir. Sir, I mean, can you suggest something like regarding this awareness thing? I mean,
Have you ever visited nearby institutions from where the students are to come?
sir, nearby institutions. I mean, in our vicinity, sir, only few one or two colleges offer chemical engineering.
I'm not talking of offering calendar engineering. From
Ah,
where
sir,
the students are to come,
sir,
your
okay.
catchment area.
Uh,
Have you ever
sir,
visited and created awareness there?
sir, before this admission starts, we visit all the nearby areas where I mean, from where we expect students to come. I
Have you,
mean,
Nani, have you ever asked your alumni? Some of your alumni may be placed in good industries. Have you
yes,
ever asked your alumni to come and tell people that along with you that these are the opportunities in the chemical sector where lot many job facilities, job opportunities are there?
sir,
Have
this
you
thing
ever
we
asked
are,
this exercise?
sir, this thing we are lacking.
Then you
We
have to do it, man. There is no
yes,
alternative to this. You have to do this exercise. Only then you will get the people. Only then you will get the admission.
yes, sir. Thank you. We
So
need.
do something from your end. Only then you will get the good number of students for admission in this course. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Any other one? Any other person? Any other group?
Camera Ashwini. Ashwini. Just a minute, sir.
Afternoon.
Sir, just a minute, please.
हाँ जी हाँ जी बोलिए बोलिए वेट कर रहा हूँ बोलिए अच्छा ठीक है करिए करिए.
What the hell is going on? Hello.
हाँ जी बोलिए.
Sir, is it visible now?
हाँ श्योर विजिबल.
Yeah. Namaste to all.
नमस्ते जी नमस्ते.
Namaste to you and other college fellow members also, and dear my members. Sir, we are from CV Round College of Engineering, Bhubaneswar. As you people have delivered a number of lectures, since I am belongs to IT department, initially I had a thought that being the IT faculty, what sort of applications or what sort of facilities I will get from the strategy management and SWOT analysis class. But today I am realizing that it is not only meant only for the management fellow members. Yeah, not only management, it is not related to the senior fellow members. It is also related to young faculty members who are going to be the decision authority after few years. So that's why so
Absolutely.
many thanks from CV Raman College to you to organize such type of workshops by which we people are little bit awareness and about this program, and we people learn a lot, sir. First of all,
Thank you.
as you have delivered a lot about SWOT analysis, so I should not take lot of times about it, about strengths and weakness, threats, and about opportunity. I will directly move to the our topic, that is SWOT analysis of CV Raman College of
Kindly start. आपका इंटरनेट बड़ा स्लो लग रहा है, हमें सुन नहीं रहा.
weaknesses of my young friend. क्या हुआ सर?
हाँ जी बोलिए आप बोलिए.
Sir, our strengths, first of all, location point of view, we are so sound, since as you know very well that our city is declared as a smart city. So, and our college is situated just near to around 15 to 10 kilometers, 10 to 15 kilometers from railway station and aerodrome. And our college is having around 100 acres of land area, and which is near to our NH5, sir. So location point of view, we are so sound. We are having it is our, you can say it's our good strength among all. And our management, our college is run under the Roman Trust Society, whose focus is not only for the any industry or business, whose aim is always towards the education development only. That's why they are having they are starting their education knowledge, spreadsheet knowledge from ITS to degree college to PG college, sir. So they never thinks about any business commercial point of view. They always thinks about towards the educational development. That's why we are lucky enough that. So it's a good sign for our institute, and we are having a well equipped infrastructure, sir. The importance of the expert of infrastructure is that we are having around 8 to 9 blocks of and all are having the fire adequate safety and lift facilities there, and for ramp facilities there for disabled students, handicapped students. And the campus also has an in-house medical facility and hostel for boys and girls. And you might be surprised that our girls hostels are just like your international level hostels are. When our students are girls hostels, so the rooms are provided with washing room and each and every facility. What sort of international level facilities are there? So the main aim of our hostel is to encourage and to encourage the other students from foreigners, which is our next opportunity, which is I am going to share later on. And our college is having the very good lab infrastructure, lab support, computer and laboratory facilities. Our college is all the lab computer facilities. Computers are connected through hi-fi, Wi-Fi net connectivity, and all the computers are connected through some high-end networks. Can you?
हाँ जी हाँ जी बोलिए बोलिए.
So, and our central library is also having a, since our college is around going to complete around 20 years of 20 years completion, our college has been started in the year of 97. We are having a very good central library facility around 350 number of 350 numbers sitting capacity, and we are having around 6,780, so 9,678 number of titles. It was the report from the Acquire 2014-15, sir. It the latest report I don't have, so if it is a little bit wrong, sorry, excuse from my college and you also. And the volumes, number of volume is around, sorry, number of books is around 960,000, and we people are having also around 1 lakh number of e-books, sir. And related to our curriculum and related activities, as you rightly pointed out by for another college, our syllabus is, as we people are enjoying the autonomy, so we people are well expert IITs fellow members, industry fellow members for our during our design syllabus design, during our curriculum design. So they are suggesting us, and they are and we people are also inviting the industry fellow members. They are also they were suggesting us for the new end courses. That's why it's a good sign. As one of my friend told me that about the festo. Not only we are having the one center of excellence, sir, we are having around 12 number of center of excellences, and
Okay,
we
okay,
people
very
were
good.
our courses are designed in such a way that if one student will pass out from our college, he or she will not wait for some time about, or he or she will not tense about each campus. He or she will not think about only for the lower company. As you might be surprised that last year around 7 to 8 students of our college were were engaged in different campuses such as, and they packages just like around 12 lakhs per annum.
Okay, good.
So, and next I will come to the point faculty qualification. We are having around 40% of PhD doctor fellow members, and all the faculty members are above MTech or ME based. Even though we people are taking the BTech passed out students, but we are treating them as tenure lecturers or teaching assistants. We are not offering them assistant professor or lecturers, sir. So all our faculty members are all above ME or MSc, sorry, ME or MTech. And even though you might be surprised, in our basic science department, no faculties are in the qualification of MSc or MA or HSS level. All are in doctorate level, sir. And regarding our academic performance, sir, this has been one of the major strengths of the college. Overall pass percentage achieved in the final semester examination is above 90%. And industry institute interactions, we are having a IIP cell where we have our the coordinator. He's always tries to connect with the different industries, and he is always ready to arrange intensive programs with collaboration from different industries. So that's why we, under the auspice of industry interaction institution interaction cell, a major leap was achieved in the form of signing the MOU with reputed multinational industries for facilitating our staff, not only students, even those staffs also. Even though shortly, I may pass a good news to all of you. Shortly in the October 7th, around 8 number of staff members are going to attend the TCS. TCS is going to facilitate FDB on big data. Our 7 or to 8 number of faculties are going to attend that workshop, sir. And similarly, now I will come to the as we are having number of strengths, as you have rightly pointed out in during your lecture, that's all are ready to share their strengths, but no one is willing to share their weakness. So I should also, I will not avoid that one, as you rightly pointed out during your seminar. So during research and consultancy, sir, no doubt I am not saying that our research is not so well, but as some of the departments are also only limited on research, good number of quality journals, good number of, I mean, peer-reviewed journals, good number of transaction papers, but we are lacuna in patent, sir. As I told you, only last year, only around 3 to 4 years back, we were applied for 3 to 4 patents, and last year only one patent, sir, by chemistry department. So that was one of the lacuna with us, and age and number of consultancy also less. Only we are running with around 7 to 8 number of consultancy right now. That's how we are our college management and our higher authorities always seeking demonstrating to the faculty members in HODs to encourage the faculty subordinate faculty members for good number of quality papers, good number of patents, good number of journals, transactions, and along with some MOU with the different consultancy, and gives to the service to the different consultants, so that we will be in a top position among the all. And next point is faculty demographic we profile with attrition. Age 40% of the faculty members are less than 35 years age, years of age, implying lower work and research actually a little bit lacuna with us. So we are willing on a, as senior faculty members are, we are trying to welcome to senior faculty members, and only 40% are PhD holders. So we also, as I told you that just before, only in basic science department only, basic science and humanity departments only, we are having the all PhD fellow members, but all the engineering departments and marine departments in the and MSc departments, sorry, engineering departments, there are, we are having around each department is having around 30 to 10, 20 to 30% of PhD fellow members. We are trying to
Okay, man.
enhance it.
Okay, man. आगे चलिए, आगे चलिए. You see
Yeah,
that?
yeah. And next is placement training, sir. Even though on-campus placement record is consistent, there is an enormous scope for achieving higher placement rises through appropriate training finishing schools. Also, there is no consent effort towards training the weaker student. That was one of the lacunas or weakness, I can say.
Okay.
Next, opportunity, sir. As with an increase in the employability of graduates of the college, and also with higher ed research consultancy activity, will enable the institute to carve a niche for itself in the domain of engineering education, becoming, if you will, as we are right now we are enjoying that autonomy, and our college is given a very good signal to us that if we will satisfy the all the autonomy status, and if we will fulfill the autonomy status, then after we will, before applying to deemed university, we will practice ourselves for the deemed university activity. We will tune up ourselves. Then after our college already given to us, unless I will feel that that my faculty member, my students are already in tuned with the deemed university facilities, then only I will apply. So we are that is becoming a deemed university, starting up new PG programs and providing encouragement to faculty to pursue
We
research
understand, sir. We understand what you can do with the deemed university status. You kindly
Thank you
give me
most.
the opportunity. We understand what you can do with the deemed university status. You can do many things. You can design your curriculum. Everything can be done. There is no reason to give explanation on what you are going to do with the deemed university. We understand it. Just let me know what can be done. What is your opportunity more?
Okay, sir. And research, consulting, and faculty training, as I told you, higher exposure to industry will definitely boost research activity. This will provide the faculty with an opportunity to interact with industry and thereby gain valuable inputs. And similarly, if we are going to be a deemed university, or as we are enjoying the autonomy, we are trying to collaborate with foreign university. And as although people are enjoying the IAP cell, through IAP cell, our students are enjoying the internship, but we also enhance the weaker student for which may be applicable to weaker student also.
Okay, fine, fine, fine.
And now I will come to the threats. Retention of qualified and experienced faculty, as I told you, 15 in the last 5 years, our retention rate was around 15%. We will look up to that. And as I told you, just our around 40% of faculty members are in the age of 35, below 35. So experienced faculty members, that is also one of the threats for us. Next, since age in Odisha, we are only, I'm proudly saying that we are only one engineering college who is in autonomy, who is enjoying the autonomy status in Odisha under BPUT. So, but as UGC already given passed an amendment that any college can apply for autonomy. So, if number of autonomy college will be come to the market, then it may be a threat, and accordingly we will boost up us. Next, fast changing technologies are
ठीक है जी, ठीक है, समझ आ गई मेरे को. ठीक है जी, आगे चलो.
And starting up other engineering college in the vicinity, sir, as number of colleges are going to develop, and they are taking our syllabus, they are taking our faculty members for their guides. So it may be a threat for us that by taking our advice, by taking our knowledge, they may be also one competitor for us.
Why it is a threat for you? I always asked you a question.
Yes,
if
sir.
you are doing the best, if your facilities are good, quality education, you're giving right packages to teachers, why it should be a threat to you?
No,
it
actually,
will be a threat to you only when you're not giving the right things.
No, sir. As I told you just before, now our around 40% of faculty members are below 35.
So what? If you are giving them the right, just listen, man. If you're giving them the right opportunities to grow, they will not go anywhere. Why should they leave?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Please, your strategy may not be right for that purpose to get them, retain them. If you want to retain them, you have to adopt the right strategy.
Yeah.
Okay? It's not a threat. It's not a threat.
No, as I have listed point out, it may be wrong. Sorry if it is wrong.
I'm not saying right or wrong. I'm just trying to tell you it's not a threat. Retention of faculty is a must for any institution to grow. If you are not able to retain your faculty, it means you are doing nothing in that direction.
Yeah.
आप अगर आप फैकल्टी मेंबर हैं, मैं आपसे ही क्वेश्चन पूछता हूँ, आपको सब कुछ अच्छा मिल रहा हो तो आप क्यों छोड़ के जाएंगे? आपको राइट अपॉर्चुनिटी ग्रो के लिए राइट पैकेज मिल रहा है, एनवायरनमेंट के हिसाब से अच्छा मिल रहा है, वर्किंग एनवायरनमेंट में ऑटोनॉमी है, तो आप क्यों छोड़ेंगे?
सर ये बात नहीं सर, कोई कभी भी नहीं.
हाँ तो फिर वही तो बात है. It means something need to be done. Something need to be done from that angle only. It's not a threat in any case. It's the right strategy which needs to be adopted. Okay?
सर मेरा एक मिनट.
हाँ जी बोलिए.
सर एक मिनट में पॉइंट आउट करूंगा. Although nearby to deemed universities, 3 deemed universities are just nearby to our college. I mean in Odisha, Bhubaneswar. So they are offering little bit high than us. They are offering little bit high.
Let me. There are 3. Whenever a person is working in any institution, package may be one important parameter, but it's not the only parameter.
Yeah.
If you are giving people right opportunity to grow, if they are giving them the opportunity to interact, if they are giving them opportunity to do whatever they want in the right perspective, I'm saying, then nobody will leave the organization. Petty package will not work. Right environment, give them the right environment to grow in addition to package. That's the need of the hour. Okay?
Sir.
Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. If any other group is there?
No, sir.
Thank you very much for the presentations of the 3 institutions. I think they have done a tremendous job, excellent job done by all the 3 groups. What I was to present after it, I will not be taking long time. It's already 10 to 2. Whatever weaknesses you have identified, whatever strengths you have identified, you have to improve upon them. You have to cope up with your weaknesses and threats and use the strengths and opportunities to cope up with on these. If you are able to identify what you have rightly done in all the 3 institutions, then you have to make work plan and the strategic plan. What I'm going to show you just in 5 minutes time. You have scanned 2 things. You have scanned your institution, you have scanned your external environment. Now you have to take the right decisions. Where you want to improve, what you need to improve, how you need to improve. These are the strategic decisions you need to take for taking into consideration the external environment and the internal environment. If your decisions are right, nobody can stop you from going. As I said, the fourth element of any strategic plan is the thrust area. Thrust area is an important area, functional area of an organization requiring change. Means an area where there is scope for improvement. Wherever there is a scope for improvement, weak area, opportunities, threats, you can improve upon that area and you have to make a plan for improvement. Let me quote of the first institution. When the lady was talking, she was talking of the ABS. She was saying many things. Those were all the plans for improvement. Let me tell you, I was impressed. She never started with the SWOT. She never talked of the strengths. She started on the improvement initiatives they had taken based on the based on what they were saying, less number of I think pass percentage or the pass percentage. Based on this, they have made some improvement plan. That is basically the thrust area. Thrust area may be, as I said, maybe a curriculum, weak curriculum. Then it can be less number of admission. It can be less placement. It can be less industry institute engages. Any of the area. But you have to prioritize. All the areas need improvement. You have to prioritize the area which is the weakest link in your organization, which can impact or result into the failure of your system. You have to identify and make it the first area of the improvement and make the prioritization list and work into that. That thrust area is, as I said, is an important area for change, important area requiring improvement. These are the macro level improvements which you have to do. When you have identified the macro level issues, then the work plan is to be made. Goals are to be identified. Based on the goals, you have to identify the work plan, make strategies, make action plan. These are some of the steps which you have to take for the improvement initiatives. Work plan, as I said, is to say who will do what, when it is to be done, schedule, what resources are required. All these things are to be identified in the work plan, and so accordingly you have to make an action plan. What will be the start time, who will do it, when it will be finished, when it are resources required. All these things you have to make, and it will lead to the total strategic plan. I'm not taking much time on this issue. This is basically a strategic plan. Mandate, mission, SWOT, thrust area 1, maybe curriculum improvement, maybe improvement in placement, or maybe any other prioritized area. Based on your thrust area, you have to make the goals. If it is presently on 40% level, you have to improve it upon to 70, 80% level. You have to identify the goal. Then you have to make the basic projects for improving this to this much level. What I have to do? Projects you have to make, maybe in terms of resources, maybe in terms of training, maybe in terms of industry ensuring, whatever the projects you have to make, and finally action plan, which will lead to your total strategic plan. I'm in brief giving it to you the total strategic plan. This is the total chart of the strategic plan. It starts with the planning process, mandate mission, SWOT analysis, thrust identification of thrust areas, formulation of goals and issues, formulation of strategies and projects, then work plan, action plan, and again VN and mission, touching if it is required. This is a cycle which you have to adopt every time for the total improvement in the system. This is in brief I wanted to convey you. You have already done an excellent exercise towards the SWOT, identified some of the key areas which need improvement, but only thing is you to work on those areas and improvements will definitely come. This is all I wanted to convey you. Thank you very much. Thank you for the patient listening. I assume you must have enjoyed this session. Now the house is open for discussion. Anything you want to say regarding the program, anything you want to say regarding this session, anything you want to say, otherwise you are most welcome. Starting with, I think, ABES again. This is the final session. Feedback or something like also I am talking. Because I am to close this session in next 5-10 minutes.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Sir, myself Ashish Malik, and I sincerely thanks for your overall program. but there are some suggestions in some sessions. The sessions are not interactive type. Like the first session with given by Professor Punia. It was very interesting, very interactive, and we are much impressed about his lecture.
Okay.
But some sessions are not
You can
interactive
name
type.
them. Doesn't matter. You can name them.
Sir, evening session of Dr. Daljit Singh.
Okay.
And the session by Dr. Sanjeev Sharma.
Okay.
These two sessions are not interactive type.
Okay.
But
Fine.
we gain something from those sessions also.
Okay.
Because we are a faculty, we gain something from scratch also.
Okay. Fine. I understand what you are trying to get. Thank you for your suggestion.
और दूसरी एक सजेशन बात करनी थी कि आपके जो सेशंस हुए हैं ये आपकी वेबसाइट पे अवेलेबल है ताकि हम अपनी बाकी फैकल्टीज के साथ शेयर कर सकें क्योंकि अभी एट प्रेजेंट हमारी 40 फैकल्टीज ने सेशन को अटेंड करा लेकिन
These are available. Okay. Anything more?
थैंक यू सर। और एक सजेशन मैं सीवी रमन के लिए देना चाहूंगा जब आप उनसे बात कर रहे थे कि जो फेस्टो का जो उनका एक्सीलेंस सेंटर है आपने उनसे बात करी थी पब्लिसिटी की है।
ओके दैट्स ट्रू।
मैं ये कहना चाहूंगा कि आप उनको एक सजेशन ये जा सकता है कि जो उनका जो सेंटर है एक्सीलेंस का जो नियर बाय पॉलिटेक्निक इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं उनके साथ वो उसकी पब्लिसिटी कर सकते हैं। प्लस बेसिकली जो प्रॉब्लम रहती है स्टूडेंट सेंटर फॉर एक्सीलेंस में जाके ट्रेनिंग तो करता है लेकिन उसके बाद के लिए जो इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं या जो सेंटर फॉर एक्सीलेंस उसकी एम्प्लॉयमेंट के बारे में नहीं सोचते।
That's true, absolutely.
बेसिकली वो एक तरह से अर्निंग सेंटर की तरह चला रहे हैं, इस वजह से स्टूडेंट्स की जो इनटेक है जो इंटरेस्ट है वो कम हो जाता है।
आइसोलेटेड चला रहे हैं ना तभी तो बात नहीं बन रही।
एबीएस है वो सेंटर फॉर एक्सीलेंस चला रहा है। हम अपने स्टूडेंट्स को ट्रेनिंग भी देते हैं, बाहर के सेंटर से भी स्टूडेंट्स आते हैं, लेकिन हमारा जो सेकंड स्टेप है जो इंडस्ट्री के साथ टाई अप है ताकि जो बच्चा यहाँ से ट्रेनिंग कर रहा है स्टूडेंट ट्रेनिंग कर रहा है वो उस प्लेसमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटी भी उसे हम दे सके जो स्किल हम उसे डेवलप कर रहे हैं बेसिकली।
Okay, fine.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Did you like the program? Did you get anything out of it? That's more important to me.
सर जी मैं आपको जो शॉर्ट एनालिसिस से मैंने प्रेजेंटेशन देने से पहले आपको बोल दिया कि एक्चुअली मैं आईटी से बिलोंग करता हूँ। पहले मेरा इम्प्रेशन था कि मतलब ये शॉर्ट एनालिसिस ये जो एप्लीकेशन जो प्रोग्राम है शायद मेरे लिए नहीं है, लेकिन सिंस आई एम आल्सो अटैच्ड विद IQSC cell coordinate. Hello.
हाँ जी बोलिए आई एम लिसनिंग टू यू।
Since I am also active with IQSC cell, मेरे को लगा कि मतलब कुछ तो मिलेगा मेरे को, लेकिन मतलब ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ माय फैकल्टी मेंबर्स, ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ माय इंस्टीट्यूट, वी आर सो ग्रेटफुल टू यू फॉर ऑर्गेनाइज सच टाइप ऑफ प्रोग्राम्स and thanks to other two college participants for their motivations and for their time suggestions.
Thank you dear, thank you very much. Thank you for your interactive participation in the program. I think the participation was wholehearted, and I must say one thing: don't mind my comments or anybody's comments. These are the initiatives which need to be taken for the positivity. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Anybody? Third, Manav Bharti.
Yes, sir.
Please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, I am the alumni of NITR Chandigarh.
Okay.
So before going for this program, I was knowing that what we are going to get out of this program, but the faculty members, the 60 odd faculty members, those who have participated in it, they were somewhat reluctant that what sort of new things they are going to learn from this.
Okay.
But I just want to congratulate you that now on 5th day, they are so much motivated and they are so much enlightened that they have thoroughly enjoyed this program of NITR Chandigarh.
Thank you very much.
Our kudos and congratulations to you and to the NITR Chandigarh. And I hope, sir, in future also we are going to have the same programs for our institution also for the faculty development program.
Sure. We will try to do the needful. But let me congratulate you and thank you for your motivating words for me and my team. Those are quite motivating for me as these are motivating for you also. I think your participation during the program, your participation of the whole team, I may say, the people they are sitting there, it was quite motivating. They were quite interactive, and especially a lady madam who were again and again coming. I must thank her for her participation in the program. She was trying to represent you every time, I must say it was a good participation. Thank you very much. In any case, I think you must have gained something from the program. That's even if you are able to gain 5% of the program, I am really happy with it. Thank you very much. Any other suggestion if you want to give, most welcome. Or anybody of you, anybody of your participants.
Definitely, sir. We have got more from this program, and now all are very motivated to have the same kind of programs in the future also. So
Okay.
regarding the same, sir, I just want to get some information from you that in this program, it is being said that on 17th of September, the NITR is going to conduct a workshop on the accreditation process.
That's right.
So, sir, I just want to know that, say, if we have to participate, that how many participants could be from our institution or from any institution, and what would be the procedure for that same case?
How did you get to know about this?
Sir, from this program itself.
Acha, I have told you, I don't remember it. I must have told you.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Sanjeev.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just send me the email. I am coordinating that program. Just send me the email. Let me see how much help I can render you. But presently, the Dr. NASA has already conveyed me to ask mainly government organizations, but I may try to accommodate some of the you people also. I don't mind. Just send me the email. Some of the list of professors who may be there. Then I can think of how much I can help you out in that matter.
Right, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Certainly, sir.
Thank you.
We will send you the mail, sir.
Okay, all the regards to your director and all this. Thank you very much. Thank you. I am closing the program now. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for the patience. Thank you.